and what champion near Delta Center. A one of fun or songs, Etmuka way, Equatia Tima, your friend Uta Jazz, na Uta Jazz for them at the Delta Center, Emma Nipa 18,206, and the better game on a banner na Sansa Sompa, or money at Dene, or Matmo Delta Center, Etmoko winning 131 against 128. I'm a bear come na yenya dominant display efra Brante KD and ya Kevin Durant yenya special display efra wa dominating game no I'm a bear come on kware my 38 points enya 9 rebounds enya 9 assists and a 3-point made you know ekwe 6 ma bia asu ya kama Devin Booker asu 8 minyani career high assist ma 15 I'm a bear come and Diaba, ya demamo, ewo dwumadie no so na maminya dwumama mo formula 1 na me part mami hwe Washington na me fa Washington dia no eso emfama mom Washington Wizards for so etimi trafie etimi badwuma kama against New York Knicks am a bay kama or Capital One Arena e ba na wie ye na setima e from New York Knicks etimi akwa way akwa winning 120 against 99 am a Kama Brante Jalen Bronson and a year 32 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and a 3-point made, you know, as we are 6 so to me, I'm a bear fine, and no idea by ye jam jamamom, na ukopema, ye need more Formula 1, and for Emamo, Ubeka Nano Thursday, and I'm touching it down, and so Pema and Yami Passan Day, a Dutchnam, Opemo Las Vegas, and a Grand Prix, no, or Muti Pema Kama na enra omutimi kom free practice no free practice no manyina timi ye kama otwo Reverend George Russell wotimi LED ye free practice Formula 1 omutimi kwaye no ekira anopa 6 am opm eso ewo omusekuta ye frenom Las Vegas circuit no enu street circuit ho na omutuma den betuma todwa na free air practice no enra timi tutodwa na race outdoor sweat me so na per reporter meeting every air Formula 1 organizers that's why airba and say drivers in bebra they are investigation they are under investigation by almost same so far a free practice team koye no ade say ye slow anu ntino bet me investigate am a bia sweat my kama enu ede fro airba ye jeja mu kama eswe diamamo ewo eye dwumadie no so ensempi and eba egusu tim konwa so a ye breaking it down attaching it down and knocking it down mami nwram wo FIFA under 17 World Cup egusu etotwa ewo Indonesia open my last round of group games no egusu etotwa na no pemo group D last group games no etimi eba so na no results by under 17 no say any ACTM okopema me patro under 17 results and no equal say Senegal etimi emma o me friend Japan eshani kamienua Senegal mante and no Poland group D omutro Argentina bom 4-0 and no pemo group C England etno Brazil under 17 shomu 2-1 and no kopema nese run at New Caledonia bom 5-0 3 games New Caledonia upon consider 24 goals 24-0 and their results are a total dimam yentre group standings open group C after group games send a table England Edikine about 3 games 6 points and watch Brazil just me about 3 games or 6 points and Iran about 3 games or 6 points New Caledonia about 3 games when ni ego bia when ni point bia wa consider 24 goals and no edeba yempem group D now group D no Opiama, ya Argentina, Wadika was 6 points, Senegal, etos me no, or 6 points, and Japan, etos me and San, or 6 points, and Poland, so Awe was one category, 1 point Pio, young trend games are, total under 17 on the last round of group games, Group F, and Opaya non Kruboya, New Zealand, and Mexico, and Japimso, and watch Germany, under 17, and Venezuela. As well as Japan, so Oko A Group E, your B Faso, Burkina Faso from Africa, a boy at 12 Nuna, a Via Premonatoya, Omni Korea Republic, a boy and another game, and also to draw 12 now, a simultaneously, and your USA, a boy France, and no a dear Bami Jamo, as well as Damamo, and ne Otmedian so, Mamin Tinsmo Euros no, Namin 5 Euro 2024 qualifiers no, Memfa results no, as well Emfa Emamon na ukopema enwa games etodwa ewo Euros no enwa Kazakhstan etina wo etwa San Marino ekamiensa omuteka mu bako enwa Moldova etina ho eni Albania ebo 1-1 na game ba na wiye Albania 1-1 a okobon wa we no ama Albania enya qualification ekopema Euro 2024 Germany host no na Albania omu national team coach ye friend El Salvino na enwa na after the game on say Albania enya qualification ekopemo Euros no na ne passion wasoro na ne normally na niche eso e wasoro enwa after the game o twa Albania coach no ekwaya wo first so all celebrate o qualification akwaya o first so wo church fans na say ditem kama Albania coach ye friend El Salvino enwa na niche eso wasoro no ma ditem kama bibia so aye kama aso ediama no eno edeba ye jam ediama mo eno achi Finland eno a watena fie achi North Macedonia etumi bon 4-0 eno achi Pema Italy aso achi omaya ye friend no me patro Finland and Northern Ireland and a boy omo twom bom 4-0 Italy achi North Macedonia e bon F5-2 ultra Bente Matteo Damian echego Federico Chiesa e bo 2 goals ho eno achi Giancomo Raspaduri echego na Stefan El Sharawi at the Bakuka home and no Pima Wembley England eso ne Malta and the Pima so e bana wie na England ashe 2 ama Malta and me ante and ye Pepe esanu onko and no chin Hurricane at the Bakuka home na no game ni be chase no Opema Wembley omo etimi ma stadium nyina ye dark ho nyina ye tum omo remember the late say Bobby Charlton abra na omo airkai no opanyini de wabaye edema England national team ultra 1966 opanyini England edom World Cup na oye key factor esu edwom me part of video na ready na mam ya twa kakra abra na se stadium nyina aye dag omo dudum kania ede airkai opanyina ye friend say Bobby Charlton obeka last weekend and on Manchester Cathedral na ye no esu etimi ba so ama upema the Trinity statue no man let me a kama me patro me entabra omo kanu nsama omo kafa no 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 Pema England omo Malta omo game no before me chance no omo pema respect edema opanyina fan delayed say Bobby Charlton ese what done bonkum so at the age of 86 and what done bonkum so adwuma de wa ye bi papa no ede dawa ye jejam edama mo ena no pay odwuma de no so mame twa abante Kopama na 90 bia Kopama ni re entimi emfita na no game no ba na wie ye now Kopama said the OC3 when the first national collab at the 3 Lions of England. Now no game a Man City and Chelsea boy a Juma boy or we and a Southgate a man first England or national team collab na a Juma Bobby and Anna Drea 90 the refia enye Yanko Bukayo Saka na Bukayo Saka and no game Banawi on also Kasaye for 2-0 winner or Merfen England enye over Malta so no na Bukayo Saka and somebody to dance senaneti.
I think it's a game where we didn't really start the best. Obviously, we tried to pick up the pace, but we have to give some credit to Malta as well. They played quite well. I think it's a game, but in the end, we won the 2-0, we got the 3 points. So obviously, we tried to pick up the pace, but.
I know, real friend of Bukayo Saka, and an church and Semo, and so already qualify. PMO Heroes there, now so many Asianche, or track the territory among the players are understanding wise, no many term or Moniache, and we Bukayo Saka, then some other tutor, or we are Gareth Southgate, England national team boss, or no so Akasaye, for 2-0 winner, England Etminae over Mortano, now Gareth Southgate, England national team boss, on also summer or the 2 jar, now 2 encouraging Yente Kakra.
Times when players have so many matches, they almost self-regulate of being a player. You know that there's a certain level you need to hit to beat Italy here, and you know that you don't have to hit that level to win today's game. And although you would think that everybody would be at the same level all the time, that's not the reality of football. So
That's Omo Winnie and all share and not born on boy football no and your logic set level now be crack game piano and one also do rock game piano esana essan and we some of their tutor and watch the of Poland as well any Czech Republic and the share banner not Poland as one of my Czech Republic as well at me as a one and we are Banter Thomas Susek as you go at my Czech Republic and a Banter Pretoski as we now go at my Poland and watching Poland so far or more antimian qualify and Kwanko Pemo Euros no now Pemo Denmark watching or my friend Slovenia or body 2-1 or Denmark officially or more qualify Pemo Euro 2024 and no Eddie Dawa ye Jam Edamamon and then ano pay ewo Jumadian so young room ewo be premha na young tre ewo calf so far urum ewo kafa young fan to him as a calf World Cup qualifiers no say and then so esikoye uko Pemo Guinea etna fechi Uganda eshane ekamienua Uganda etekanu bako and watching Pema Eswatini etna fema Libya eshane kabako mantwante and watching Comoros I babia Ghana wono almost etna veche Central African Republic ebom 4-2 and watching Liberia etna fema Malawi eshomo kabako mantwante okwo Ghana okumase babanyara almost etmiche Madagascar eshomo kabako mantwante and we Iñaki Williams and a Sasa Gonom and watch Zambia so any of my friend Congo and a boy Bena Zambia winning 2-1 at your Congo Mali at your Chad up on 3-1 and we are Ghana group no and what you pay more Cote d'Ivoire at your Seychelles up bomb 9-0 and what you Cameroon as well at your Mauritius up bomb 3-0 na Cameroon or national team players no indomitable Lions of Cameroon players in the pitch and also and we UPM El Japoma Stadium and Nua omo buy with a fanfare which players no and Numa no moto asanu mudi and kwanya omo fa so mde bewuramu ewo El Japoma El Stadium ewo El Douala na efe papa and no ena daso yenti omo nyom no yemfili kakra no Cameroon omo a place in Ram be PM our stadium now and I know omo this fan fairway as we Eddie Ram na no game no banner we no OPM Japoma stadium na say supporters in Fedi pitch now referee bona ben e Basse Cameroon timi a winning omo game na and as supporters now TC Mana Daje as we any so and no Eddie sia ye di emamo e wo edwumadie no so and no chi yamram e wo Tunisia Tunisia so eche Sao Tome and Principe etimi bomo eye 4-0 eno e resource toja eno echu pema nese B Faso Burkina Faso esu etimi e 1-1 abra omni Guinea Bissau ena etimi eshaye eno e de dawa edema no na yenwo mo Nigeria the Super Eagles yantwa enra omo ekopiem airport wo Nigeria abra omo ewo airport wo no ni nyina no say omo air prepare omo do airport omo di queue so omo eye omo inspection no ene say omo ejireje omo krakra omo phones ama bia kama enu akini yantwa abra omo airport wo no omo te wo na nkasa omo dru ye no na place no esu editu omo nkomo na se bibia so didam bibia ekọ kama ni nyina say akina omo another World Cup qualifier game esu etimi ebo ni nyina so omo Zimbabwe na omo dru Kigali no on say game omo Zimbabwe no on babo no Rwanda ewo Kigali enu atime frɛ no Nigeria Super Eagles esu touch it down omo rival no ene daso kama ye show esu dima ama bia so aye kama eno dedawa ye jejam edama ewo etuma de so become first game omo ni Lesotho Crocodiles for no ebo 1-1 enu tio fa game when ye game omo wini against Zimbabwe aswo shema boakura ekọ no okra no for no ebi betesu omo so eno edeba eno achie South Africa and then omo first World Cup qualifier omo so ebebo against Benin opiemo Moses Mabida Stadium ho eno omo game betotwa eno ye 1 p.m. na opiemo coach Hugo Bruce akasa edi afa game no na ene adeba ko a wo say keeper de omo no away.
It's important, goal difference. We know it from last World Cup qualifiers. Yes, but I don't think you can start a game. Certainly not for these 2 games and thinking, okay, we have to score as much as possible. Okay, we have to score as much as possible. And if we can win with 3-0, it's better than with 2-1. But this can be the main goal.
No, or say a FIFA competition, World Cup qualifier, goals in a bell, so much a bar goals for goals difference, a play key, and we and some South Africa, or coach Everton who go Bruce, and the 2 guy at the Amamo, and what Median so, Mamin Tinsim our France, or more a national team no, and then or more Euro qualifier ball, or Gibraltar, and a airport, na a 7:45 na omu team no, and so a training kakra, na omu game winner, or more was start the France name omo el compono Alliance Riviera emanura omo kwe training eso Bebianis omo eso makan no enura team no ekwe training emabia eso eye Kamawe Mbaba na so oye gagai kakra emabia fine na enura chinu hwa na so panyina ye fe no eye detailed champs eso ekasaye efa e game ho ni nyina nsa akoda na wadi just 17 years efe no Warrensa Emery no so far eye ne first upcoming selection so be Roman so ongram no opanyini no ekasaye and fonsa kran joining team no so far the training na wo ye nyina ne training na ekon campa or bo na baso and no betmanya first air lineup etima Roman me bia fine and we nsamo di tudwa and no chine ntwe opem of France national team campa jewo Turam brothers and yewo Hernandez brothers eso elho nese abusia komie no akosia na o macham na ye fem yewo Marcus Turam and yewo Kefen Turam and yewo Lucas Hernandez and yewo Tio Hernandez and na omaka bo metwa picture atimi amana ye fe aye kama and no ede ba ye jamo eso edama yenko Spain omo under 21 no and no omo ball Euro under 25 and I say Euro 2025 qualifiers no and no omo timi bobi na ukopema omo ball no Nuovo El Colombino Stadium ho and omo ball no efa nipa 26,000 na no ankwada no wini A2 A0 etia Hungary na Spain under 21 team no for Euro 2025 qualifiers no almost enwa anthem no Spain national team anthem no ade say encourage wo mo wotwa enwa game mo boy na wotwa abra na say Carlos Martin ade ball Tottenham na say Pablo Torre ade bi Tottenham na say omani abre enwa anthem ne encourage wo mo papa na yente anthem krono said yesikoye. and no Spain under 21 for Euro 2025 qualifiers now and almost say abra nessa upiem eso ewo Nuovo Colombino Stadium abra antane bono na emotionally bibia be romumu na so mtimi adwuma ma bibia kama eno ede ba ede mama na yengwam nyanya adwuma mama okopema opanyina van mat letizie and so far wodin sambia tuka we said Jude Bellingham ba England omo next Euro 2024 omo chances say the city and Jude Bellingham say so a superstar na only superstar yentie ne kakra.
Bellingham's taken Real Madrid by storm, one incredible player. I mean, what's his potential? Is there any limit to it, really?
I would say his Ballon d'Or potential.
Yeah,
I really do. I mean, I watched him. I went up to Wembley and watched the England-Italy game a few weeks back. The first time I'd seen him in the flesh. You know, obviously seen him on telly quite a bit, but really impressed. Really impressed. His work rate, his ability, his control in tight situations of the football is second to none. He's got a big guy as well. He's a big guy. He's a strong guy. He's got an edge to him.
20 years old.
You know, he's not afraid to speak his mind to the older senior pros and tell them where they should be. I think this boy's got everything. I really do. So yeah, potential Ballon d'Or,
complete package.
Absolutely,
it looks good for England. We've got Bukayo.
There's a potential Ballon d'Or winner Jude Bellingham and opinion in Sempia to Jafan Hall. I swear to Emma. Now, what to PMO 888 Sporter and boys, a Paul Machine and a Rowie Jinin as for Ekasai, Efa Uriah Feno, a Hurricane, John Stones, Harry Maguire, and a Jude Bellingham, the most important player ever England, Joe Bomo to win the tournament.
In terms of what England need, John Stones is injured. England can't win a tournament. We have other 10s. We have other. They're not as good as Bellingham. Bellingham's arguably the best player in the world. If John Stones,
have other defenders. We got Harry Maguire.
If John Stones isn't fit, England can't win a tournament.
So arguably the best player in the world isn't England's most.
In terms of the drop off from Bellingham to say Foden isn't as significant as the drop off from John Stones to Big Ed Maguire.
On this list.
No, I ain't more say Jude Bellingham no say Onu Okra say for 14 ebetima Jumana be come said John Stones in Harry Maguire na take it no and we are somewhere there to Ghana yam kwa Argentina na yam fan to him as Argentina so now against Uruguay omo etna La Bombonera Stadium elusu ye na nyame pa omo ball against Omaya ye fen Brazil ye Wednesday match na oma some preparation I say Serbia no ma be kwetiam na ultra line no Scaloni Mrante no na kuntunkuni Messi ultra Rodrigo de Paul and Mrante na kana o my well determined as on be grama kwachi Brazil etima so mo na omo barbecue no eso etimi kwaso na Gonzalo Montiel wono enam ni gujaso pa na okura ade na sekan no ma ejina eye enam no so no na semase ya som kwa na nam ni de ombe we twa we ye kremo nsa no eno e de dawa ye de emam e wotuma no so na mayentin nya dwuma mamo eso pema Argentina omo player bia Obodma River Plate ye ben Tobias Leiva na akoda no born first game Edma River Plate na ni debut game osashe go editia team e no Kolo na eno na opa fie no kwa ne family e fa so e work am no na very encouraging na ani so na ani je eno e de dawa de man na Sergio Ramos eso ni Shakira akotwa picture na Thursday no opema event bi to dwawo Sevilla and we are Latin Grammy Awards na no we friend Sergio Ramos ye omo ye presentation bia na owura ma be friend Shakira ono enya awards no makoma yensa na mienu owura friend Ramos and edema no na Ramos ema no best pop song of the year Shakira na je and the best urban interpretation as accord ma Shakira Ramos edisa award no ma no na one ken etwa picture on say Ramos na the teammate asuni Piqué ni Shakira twempra no mo worry for 11 years ewu nkwada mienu ansa no muntamu ate na Ramos ni Piqué 4 and 5 pa e Spain national team na net omako sha Sevilla e wo Latin Grammy Awards ase akotwetwa picture am a bia so fine na Sergio Aguero this weekend was sent back odin team ye friend eye Kuni Sport ni nyina no se opiem a Kingdom Cup eye Kings League no omo ese penu ye 7 Asad Football League e koso Barcelona owura Jira Piqué and initiative owura Sergio Aguero the team no eba ama weekend o masa be participate ama no manyina so atuma ye kama eno ede dawa ye jeje mu edama mo enne ewo dwumadi no so na ye mpem fanto anim eso pema Real Madrid omu consider say the Don Carlo Ancelotti omu betimi standing contract no ano be renew edama no ne nyina stand contract be na be 2024 na omu atena siti omu janman ko Brazil ba adwene ento omu twa omu guso omu consider no ma na Eduardo Camavinga ono so arewosem and so call France national team camper oko pray ko to no after MRI any be piano or better 8 to 10 weeks and a boy a friend Camavinga better fie the meeting say Barca Spanish Super Copa ebeto twa e Saudi engineering no want me enko si akan no e de ba ya dima Marcelo Gallardo on this weekend way and Al Ittihad and paying for person announce no as the new head coach obe for team no Saudi Arabia I'm a beer sweat my camera and no idea by the MMO na Robert Lewandowski and was it 2010 a brano post na no Polano nanka OPM ewo Blackburn Rovers Emma Sam Allardyce e baoni ni din koma mo yese anko babe pemo Blackburn abetwom facilities ni no ma na mum e bro mu buku bi bia take it here ready a obekono and aye volcano bi etimi si about 10 days flight entimi to office ni ba bebre eno na sesa na adwene a amnent man kopiem o Blackburn Rovers eno e de dawa ye de emam eso so na eno achi according to the Times almost say they made 30-point deduction be an automatic relegation betima ram at the Premier League teams are Man City and Chelsea or mutimintintuma for financial irregularities and watching tima ya from Everton almost no they made so far Premier League per report ever as original recommended 12-point deduction to Everton and watching a team it's a Burnley, Leeds United, Leicester. I intend some person sue Everton for about 300 million pounds. Nina for a CBS amount and the charges said your bomb so omudifa Nina ni adebe how amuna Premier League and Man City and Chelsea omusu teams now Nina se kuntura si dwabia omudie and omusika bia na say no and omu spend the draw omu for kuntura se etimi ye ma me de ho some piabe to name a Roman Abramovich ekwa is under scrutiny me be chire mu chire no eno na de sentence no ababa be do sam pempenso we eno e de dawa ye de emamo eso ewo eye dwumadie no so basa de a betime ha adwene eno e de ba na owurama owurafa si Ronaldo misunku malewa Ronaldo ena nkrofo banaba so esa ho brasie ena debie bekuno wo ye good wo ye the greatest of all time nanso no obusa na de a e confess so respond to no eya na encouraging ni nyina no safan abusa no eso o senior me pe autograph e de free ho na ultra bra video no na Ronaldo omu e descend no omu e ba no fan e ken ko twa na ni a o ka o ka say I will come back soon e de kire no eya de omu e bo na ba so opiem Portugal omu national team camper omu so omu e prepare ese no ma betima ko ediam omo for eye Euro qualifiers no eno e de do opon se omanya qualify no bi babe yi na ebre no ko brena so me sore me patcho ma me obolotwe fasa video no so so ma me patcho we e obolo na wa bo bi sulia no me patcho kwa we die amangwase Zidane po e ya de se no twa kwa we pa se de ote na ma obolo we etimi abo sulia amangwase Zidane kra ya de se o ene weekend them this mama seria no masa
ila wajara
wujwa say wujwa say I sabutia
dawo akwa ni bobo ke no on control no kese na wa boni bobo o re control no kra on
nice one first touch
na on bobo oni bobo no bopa
I say woni akomia na akomia yo say na obuofu
akomia ntimi nyemi say
akomia na touch and go flare na adwuma
na mezu nim de me wo aseme na
wo de say si kura manim no ababa we bia soro se fenante amango asefo yi player be na wa amango ase
me bo na anim dodo ebo league no me bo mu anim dodo abo national team me kan wansem twa ye mbehwe ade ba ko ozo hu ne ze me nkam football lifestyle be o me kan ya na me krum for ra ho no mo need am so ba but bibinti ati ya na me pese football near the no me do go around nature left awasada won with that obi a ya wo na ne nan ye be
ya come azin e be di two boat
ono nepe ba dodo na nimbo meti mama we meba adi bi say cause nya my kasa ebodu a
no do one dance
no di me one dance world population no over be deben billion omo ye nature left no em so mun do be 12%, but o check here massa adwuma left for le wala memo example bebre why I rob money you mess mo he na ba ku ya ba be kan what some the Hendrik on benkuma no adwuma ode ye benkum no adwuma ode ye diken many there sometimes no microphone beku phone ze me to na me transport so e sure mo because
na me nkase
na ka de me de na me ka
me nkase me division 2 Amanten Cotton Rangers team bia 4
team bia
uko Edra Agriculture me na me call first time ko bench school captain
say ya team
Agriculture Edra
team bia boy bia so ehu team
bia Amanten Cotton me na me ball Cotton Rangers am yes academy ko ye ja kwaje na
ela de koy
Jeji Juventus for me Amanten Cotton Rangers division 2 by then
okay
me ball for just na me gina kire wa
oye adwuma mo bia
wo area ball
okay
me jeto me boso me area ball me jeto me boso control ene ekume okọ Edra Agriculture me first year na my bench school captain
my guys I bodu fa we dey to some mo na dem nye birthday dey ko bara Luther na ye honorable Alexander Abibio Nana Abibio president of the ma Bofuakwa CEO the ma Bofuakwa president of the ma DBB United on one wife
hey
your friend Madam Grace Ekia Bedo.
Oh yes.
And yes. Madam Awoda. Now Madam Awoda wani chimo teach my Holy Family Hospital no yejuma.
Oh sir.
Auntie happy baby in kwa fama madam. Na abzura die.
Also say every successful man there is an intelligent woman.
Madam
and you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
I need your ultimate can.
But where you're intelligent.
Who experience was adding.
Oh yes. Because say every successful man there is a yanka beautiful woman.
Oh okay.
Onu ofen wan fa nim de nyansa amwawa. Bema bebre say ohwe honorable Alexander Abibio.
Yeah.
Ohwe why successfully so ko nya oba wi en oba ne tete no mfa mpaibo enta na chi en we so take decision bi en wo discouraging na nka no nu pempenso we.
Oh wow.
Nti oye oba papa oye oba pa and na wo da no
the woman.
Yeah.
Everything you said is excellent, but you should add the fact that this is an absolutely beautiful woman.
Papa
Sompa.
Coach, just one more
behind. I don't like saying behind.
No.
I like beside.
Beside. No, doing chemu.
So beside every successful man, there is a beautiful, intelligent, God-fearing woman.
Kochi.
And if you look at her, I hope the people of Ghana are watching her.
Yes,
she is a proper epitome.
Oh, okay.
Of what a godly woman is.
Yes.
You want to mention a home feno. Nyame the man fit in the collaboration.
Oh, okay.
Nyame sure one mo tina want to match no ho abedru sample.
Na
honorable ankasa.
Nana so di bi aka.
Nana, happy birthday to your wife. What? Na me dey me wasambia me come me say we dey. Obi a
we never birthday party because
the party
because the we never beat no.
Because I was say yes we party bi wa ha nana.
Me wo package
bi. Oh yeah party bi wa ha.
Ah dia nana say yentimi nko bi nti say ye party bi wa.
Uba kra me wo package bi a me dey ma penyufo mo ti say nana no so mo yedo mo dey on birthday.
Okay.
Nti after the show no mo fa me number manana. And that's baby. Say for mo fa ncha me. Fa nana number ma me. Me na me friend. Baby, I'll go and deliver.
But me do
no, so party na you be jina ma yama nana ye e wa ha no. Me me organizer.
No me organizer. Na only be the man na here.
Oh, no, I say me dey na me pai wa me bo manana.
Mpaya. Madam Grace Ekiabedo. Happy birthday, Queer Farmer. Honorable Alexander Nana Abibio, President of the DBB United.
Your friend Equian.
Your friend Equia.
Equia for the moment fell. Equia for the.
That Wednesday for
Minim near Maker. Minim near Maker. Miss me, your friend Equia.
Oh, wow.
And to Equia, dear. Obi a friend Equia, dear. Don't go there.
And you're the
Ahom Brassier.
Martin Coach, Aquaba.
Yeah,
yeah. Banana ya rura ma bi onra. Me ne wa na ye dwuma na. Me ne wa na hye dwuma na ase from. A chassis kuku wie ti me bana. Ye di koma kra. Ba Sompa sika promotions ti ya bi area tumu. O wa kwenya so be bana wa baba bi twa di na aboa. Na ne ma kweda man star 256 star free hash star 256 star free hash. Wa rom na aboa. Na e bibia de ye so era man 21st connect seven can vanjo zebra. Si ate ka hon komo de omo na be na ye timi aboa man so e gian na so na ne o ma so area man komo na ye denie. Na wo zo na siati ko mu rura mu didi nkomo no hu se ni na deba na se ni na ya ye betimi aso ano enti omo na aboa ma ye maame ye papa mu akodwo omo transiche no omo to asinti na twetwe omo no ya hwe etimi aso ano antoto ye nko ye pa etimi edemanti no wo sa ha no mu a ramuni ambo na hihye nko ye pa etimi fa manya no nko ya wa hodo na fruitisu ba besu na ase no ye bre ne aso ano omo lab kese a okwa ye du soro so hu bibia ye ne shansa na ya ma undupa ebebo na we jana so se ne efa ne se weekend we are so call for massage no omo no e de ye pa na asane machine treatment no aka more than 15 branches Ghana bibia omo bo ejuma Kumasi a overseas junction no be na free radio oboase council cortes call junction bi nyomo akra do me market tu nyomo sunyane nkranza na afiti chima number no 0249 311 0249 311 0540 311 0540 311 ne mbwara ne madaye performa da mattress papa so eno ane Royal Foam mattress na Royal Foam Ghana limited omo mattress no emu eden so nede mechie me amekwa me ana etu etwa otoso eche yie pa unya ya so ne ase abomode acho osumye pa obeda so de afa adwempare ababrabo pa omunjuma panti abomode 16th Ashanti Business Excellence Award they organizing the 20th anniversary the motum for say to no ye momu gold award enye no kon 12 Ghana Business and Financial Services Excellence Award no omoji award na no call omo factory premises so omo de ultra modern showroom aba niema emoton wo anase puna ekoso na no eden edem niema bia no nsa betimi akabia asokoi mampon ufi omo ana ko CCC ne ebo na hyehyɛ no adaye kama petimi arawati form number no 0202 271000 0202 Real Foam Rest Assure na nema ende da ye pa entimi enfama dia ko me ahwe na ye ram ne didi nkoma akra na emwa na bibibia anko ye entimi emfa ema meza na bibibia hye yi a nema ekọ kama bibia de da yi a ebo amantutu ekọ ye na metonka
bibia de dem
Bibia did them.
Okay, correct.
Na me dey mo wa hoho bebre wo fia.
And dey nya better o. And dey heavy. Yes, Abu Dhabi ma yen che etie for quickly. Mo nyoma ba ku mienu bi tofa sisie na yen fancy say Black Stars Juma hodo bebre ho me wo se e ba na ebedi. Na MZ during the course of every single international games na ya boni nyina no. Focus back ewo the Argentina national team so na yen ko remo South America where Albania Brazil so most of the time Argentina most of the time but the key highlight of this particular week Abuna ejinamu say Argentina lose by 2-0 to Marcelo BSS Uruguay. Argentina no make a long period of games abana obientimi enhye o man omu they stayed undefeated in that particular course. Emuna na ehunu say Argentina timi abone ho moden akwakoje the World Cup within the period even they lost to Saudi Arabia in their first game but made sure say tournament ni ebe wiase no na omo na agide asi omo na so after the tournament you know say Argentina build a strong side Abu Dhabi omo shawa one show crowd e me say 1-2 video betimi age e dey share ho then definitely you will be out of any competition omo madwen so omo na obebo na eno na Marcelo Bielsa befa the Uruguay national team no Bishop abekna abeka the history about Uruguay baby omo free ba enyoma omo ye waba be explain the ache but ade ba kwa matena se hu pa na ye say ade na Marcelo Bielsa any Uruguay national team ne ye Abu I think say they are going to have a squad that was amount for very careful about them going into the next few years. Also after going to the World Cup in 2002 Korea Japan omo free mu no omo qualify for the 2006 World Cup and 2010 ye benya Fulan mo ba World Cup ebe make sure some about the semi-final of that particular World Cup. The biggest question in context no be able someone say Uruguay team now about 2010 Abu Dhabi if they are supposed to change most of these players out of the team no kwani na me one year 2 years say ometima ba be shemo ometima ba see most of these
All right. Meza Brazilian.
Yes. Abu Dhabi. It's the anime from Uruguay 2010 team now. Obekasa about Fabian Carini, Gustavo Munua, Federico Ebrien, Christian Gonzalez, Damian Rodriguez, Alejandro Lembo, Paulo Montero, Gonzalo Sorondo, Joao Bizerra, Pablo Lema, Dario Rodriguez, Washington Thais, Fernando Fajado, Gustavo Mendes, Guillermo Giancomazi, Oscar Morales, Diego Perez, Sebastian Eguren, Marcelo Broly, Pablo Garcia, Gianni Gugu, Gonzalo de los Santos, Marcelo Romero, Ruben Oliveira, Ronald Ramirez. You bet him about ball listener in terms of these particular quality players. But Abu, moving from that squad to these particular players, me assure say Abu, nobody thought Uruguay could pick up as soon as possible as they have done with this particular coach under this particular regime. Yes. Now, Araujo will see Academy Barcelona or 24 years.
Yeah.
Sebastian Cáceres, 26. Matias Oliveira, 26. Matias Vinha, 25, 24. Ififi Ugarte, 22. Vavadi, 24, 25. Obabehe Pelistri, 21. Darwin Nunes, 25, 26. So already the age limit of this current Uruguay national team now is 26 averagely. So meaning say almost time bobo chepa. What's the Uruguay players na cha? Almost bobo chepa because money almost won she. Cavani is still playing, Luis Suarez is still playing. Diego Forlan na ebi oji 2 million na also be jai bobo na metina nche. The number of years that Diego Godin bobo de kodru. So if you are building a new spine with this particular crop of players Abu Dhabi, and the level of intensity of modern Argentina now, people should be very careful about this particular Uruguayan team, especially in the next Copa America. Then the World Cup here back.
That strong.
Abu, tactically, discipline, intensive football, and how do you stop Argentina? Easy.
Wow.
And tactically, so a structure of team no, in terms of a defensive shape, even the midfield shape no. You will definitely fully understand the reason why his teams play like this. And Abu, let me comment Marcelo Bielsa within the system, everything be a wire around them. Then quickly, you didn't come about Brazil Kaka.
Oh, okay.
Brazil national team, not the Iguana.
That same day. Me I mean, who near Masu, Wara wo kiss be the baby, mama me. Brazil national team.
Because Abu Dhabi. On say, Oberhead transition be from 1978 after some also 30 in there. World Cup. Now, from 78, Okasa about World Cup 82, 86 to 90. Brazil was not even able to play in the semi-final of the World Cup. But Okohe the Copa America 83, 81, they were consistent enough in those particular tournaments in terms of results. But on the bigger scene, no, they were quite lost. Then they come and play the 1994 World Cup. Quality performance, 98 playing the final, 2002 win. Then after 2002, what was share Copa America between 91, 92, 93, especially with under 17 and under 20 Copa America levels, no. Abu Dhabi. That was when at the likes of Ronaldo de Lima Munyina no mu pepe bank with Ronaldinho mo. Kafumu ye old players home. Lucio Mube have you play in Wom, Ubenya Etafel, Mube have a role to play in that particular team, Ube have Edmilson, Mube have a role to play in those particular teams. But you saw said the core part of the team, your man on Babekuta team, no, they were young enough, and after that, no, they needed someone to take up the mantle. Brazil have always entered into a tournament with a leader, and every single generation have always had their leader. And leaders, they led by examples, especially with their number 10 and their number 9s.
Oh, okay.
By 2006, they ban. Brazil ayera because already are trying to move a World Cup now. No be any say 2006 World Cup. Brazil could at least get closer to the title. What about the hosting World Cup in 2014? Neymar, on year number 10 on year leader. No, you started tournament na Zuniga. April no konche. Striker be be lead you. Just all the Fred must go say no beti ma say. Fabiano ma be na mu omuso antimi anyina no. Omuso de konche. So we have this particular issue of Brazil not having even a specific number 10 who are shown to be a leader and consistent in terms of how the injury situation is and availability. Number 9 so onya form 1-2 no ateko
Sompa Sports.
It's a honor that. Then about 2018 World Cup. 2018 World Cup, we thought say can name amode Belgium nebe yi omo de omo free. Philippe Coutinho omo. It was totally Brazil versus Thibaut Courtois in that particular game. Now you look at that team and the core part of it and the players are na woman Abeka say bia we have built it around Thiago Silva, Neymar, omo na betima ba be ye adwuma na boa, Fabinho omo so bebo kakra, omo so be free ma konchen kakra. But in terms of the next generation of Brazil stars nabu, someone na be fa mantle na be replace Thiago Silva. Who is picking up the mantle? Who is going to be their next Ebia Carlos and Marcelo? Why never be for that particular mantle na babo that role in their midfield? And then Fabinho only the baby akeka ko the national team nche bia ono so be pre baby the aton chain. Casemiro so be pre baby the aton chain. It ure Casemiro age, ure Fabinho age. Ure all of these players in the age and now the omo ton chain. One mo never be replace so more Brazil midfield nim. Hendrick mo ne Vinicius Junior mono. Ubetimi no say Subu aka say Vinicius Junior is he ready to be a Brazil number 10? Mimi amete Vinicius Junior is not ready to be a Brazil number 10.
Now Rodrigo Muzwe.
Rodrigo not ready.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Now Rodrigo ni Vinicius Junior ready. Now Gabriel Martinelli.
Hey, now
the Brazil number 10 for sana.
Oh, they do baby are there koko ye na na number on to me return until
Gabriel Magalhaes. It's Gabriel Magalhaes no ba be obo center back in terms of replacing Thiago Silva.
Oh babo.
Hey, Brazil national team pa.
Ahome esa football ne de. Esa teza wo to da na do nsa subo. Ze na wo Mike Ezi o Muntari mo Steven Apiamo no. And
the issue here is we are having an unending talent identification with Brazil or mobile Europe for the past 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
Hendrick Mabobidi, Andre, Omunine Pepe Ba, your Bobo players be Esteva Omo. A lot of these particular young key players are but Abu, the level at which these players I feel say they can be responsible enough to help Brazil no dear. And Mr. Watch and then the Brazil national team Jolene Timune Bobo Vivi.
Akomia. Ade.
Abu Akomko.
Then
and then if Brazil are thinking about getting closer to a major trophy, from what I watched, Abu and Menedie, I'm a Musasuni coach.
Ancelotti will be in here. Ancelotti.
Brother, the era now football woman. And then I had Brazil are always seen as the saviors of good football.
Yes.
Say football is the era of the Catenaccio, the Dutch era, so the total football nearby. These eras, within a decade and not even a decade or two, Brazil be break it. So we need to also but we've seen Germany also come on board with almost system anyway. But football as it is now, too technical. Now the over technically aspect of the game, are restricted players playing with liberty, with freedom. So Brazil cannot give us that jogo bonito because opponent now they work with spaces, they work with speed. Into so football is so technical. We are in that era. And the football now, there are no great superstars in the game now. Post Messi, Ronaldo. Individual brilliance, players who dribble, weave through normal ideas or more. And then tactics more. And people are using this technical aspect to close the gap between Omo and Yekukudam Normo. So clearly what we see here is that Ama omo more with flair. Omo ye fade off. And which they yaba. Because flair no the beba. By the systems, the formations, the ben nullifies our flair now. I can't be in Brazil which
Oh, okay.
So the transitioning from a more typical jogo bonito to a tactical or a systemic style of play, I a problem among. Akomia spoke about leadership and quality, which is entirely true. You need leaders to lead them through such process. I will also be the face of the team or no better Subainedi, then the rest will follow through. They have not had an exemplary leader in over 20 years. Yep, and football now be tactical. And coaches say work tactics or more deba. But unya penny be so park in this one, or best so team nensa, no team need so. It has not happened. So a myriad of factors now lead to Brazil. It is because the tactics. Japan, South Korea will close the gap. South Korea share Germany, Japan share Spain. Why? Because they are closing the gap due to the technicalities. Until now, they also know how to play football.
Yes.
All they need innate talent. And to ball no, because naturally it comes. But only they no or the talent and the science are closing gap no. Until CC no know the speed baby too. Or they are draining baby too because ball no all born. They are trained or classroom and or they ball. But all they need just minimienti major ball na me. Unimiya, you have to work within spaces. Space nunya ani patria around there until now be. Unya space na ni patria o ma close. So ball na sesa. The era we are in, say Brazil enya any superstar obe lidi omo bi omo betre omo. That is the truth. And it will happen. Omo je omo last World Cup before some beje 1994 no. Their last World Cup Bishop said Meboa was Pele Bay 1970. So from 1970 to 94 check gap no.
24.
So it always happens.
What final even from 78 bar to 1990.
So in TSC era be beba, it will face off their game, but they always find a way to save their face. Inti, you heard about Kwesi.
Mante, family from Kakre na Bishop Umra. Nane me ne before hold on a bit
good. Now Everton home komono na aye kesene ne kakra. Inti na enkomodidi ni ina ne se ncheche mu be ne betime film aba. The length and breadth of this story is that for Everton, you had 10 points for breaching financial fair play rules and share or Oko Premier League ni mua. Here will be a friend PSR. PFR no name mua say a profit and sustainability rule. Sompa Sports. Premier League nation share and say football clubs no mobile na no. They are not just football clubs to play, but they are also businesses who run on a profit and loss basis. Na sene beya oye football club na oye wejuma no ye bema enhyehyeye bia toto akwemu a oso benya mfaso sene beya business nso bekoso. Na some of these clubs due to practices, actions, inactions anyway no ema bebre na no ekekako ekamu ye beti ase e can be beba by natural occurrence and na say disaster BAC unforeseen circumstances no aboka. A be a COVID-19. Nobody planned for COVID-19. So me a business na me ye me juma. E be a saye na COVID-19 peja no. The financial and economic restrictions by no. I did not foresee and I'm forecast it. So it will cause me to lose. In the Premier League no PSR no, the profit and sustainability rules no omo yes omo stretch it. The margin of losses. So boka. E was a kana wo born your body drew stage bang. Into almost set a mark and said due to COVID and then one share the PSR rules no the loss limit no you raise it the £105 million within a 3-year period. Now, so £105 million now. Busa Obaka and bro £105 million and one so be free Premier League no what the abrel. Into the Omo can say what the obet me aboka. But Oboka mema nantra £105 million. Everton year man try within the 3-year period for the period ending 2021-2022 season no. Within that 3-year period no, Everton's losses not a climber a bro a yes 105 no by a year £19.5 million. So it means that Everton recorded a loss of £124.5 million.
Wow.
Now some 19.5 no and a Premier League no year said Sadia they will need to commission an investigation sort of and then they charge them. Charging no na say Everton no eba beye obi obeyi ne ho ano as a defendant they need to come up with their argument. Then the Premier League will also set up an independent panel no na nipa miensa na teso the chairperson of a panel, a legal expert or no esanso ewo football finance munim there and then a financial expert or no so your accounting. So that 3-member panel no motina so Premier League no prosecute Everton. My say Everton did nanu ye etso edeba. Then the panel decided finally after everything was settled. The kind Everton pleaded no guilty. But yebe remu ankasa yebe rerasem no one so more arguments yebo mutokro. So they changed their stance from being not guilty to guilty now, but with reasons. And they gave 6 solid reasons. Reasons omo no Now Russia, Ukraine, and Tokwane count.
Commands that reason.
Now this is
Russia, Ukraine, Tokwane.
An investor in Everton, I know sounds here shareholder was Alisha Usmanov.
Yeah.
Or a Russian oligarch. Now time I hear sanction or more friends or allies or partners of a Russian state, no can be. They said that Chelsea suffered with Roman Abramovich. Everton also suffered with Alisha Usmanov. So he withdrew, in terms of support. Now or the sponsorship be bar and come back to Everton Stadium. So Everton's case was that in as much as initially Omujitum said that sponsorship deal ever started 2025. No Mugusu din Komosan Kombetri Edia Benim Nanka started 2022. So it was a forecasted revenue and Komubenya. But because some of the sanctions net to Alisha Usman of Usunti, Sasikana and Komosheno, and Timiamba. Then they also made cases say, oh, Russia need COVID-19 in September by a collapse several football markets, particularly Turkey. Omokofa Turkey player BFN say Shem Tosun from Besiktas. Now no one is doing say boy in the barber or buy now but they could have cut their losses when they were in a position to sell the player. Player ne person or Turkey market no so you are close into the ombeya so ombe fanful either on loan or for free. Inti player no would have fetched them in the region of 10 to 15 million euros. But moment me anton no ko free ninti e mo boka. And so 10 million euros no so uti free omo 19.5 no mo bro na. Maybe there would have been a shortfall of just 9.5.
Yes.
So these were the arguments Everton putting in place. But Premier League panel net national almost waiting and shut down Tasumu Papa. Everton also added almost Richarlison. Now Kenya COVID now come up packaging the camera. Come beton be 80 million something. But COVID-19 a BT prices by form. So there was a shortfall in Richarlison evaluation by more than 20 million euros.
Wow.
Tottenham for 58.
Yes.
And if they have sold him for 80, imagine Komusubenya 20 he be kwan kombeye nyamfa so, but all these arguments fell flat and idea to me convincing panel. But Everton have a 14-day period to appeal. Or more appeal, it will be a different panel. The scenarios the woman say Everton this time around, any more evidence or more cases are on the building or more next argument on. It might help the appeal. It's in a cases be no ye this substantive one now. Appeal case I tie overturning. So there's a likelihood or more be appeal, but they are steadying. Now what to say I say club CB. And also explanation is simply and I say I'm ready hunting and person make details. Clubs ni BGD say Everton omuchiti any ati omu pointer omuchiti no muchiti no it came at their detriment. Yes, omu betchire omu. Baako ye Leicester last season. Omujitum say sanke yete Everton point no. Last season na kono Leicester no onko relegation. Okay, fast forward, reverse. Last 2 seasons. Team also called relegation and now kono ye the 18th place team so jidi sanke yete points no. In a year last season now kono relegation. So they have enough grounds to put up a case against Everton. 5 clubs now. See, Roman notify Premier League say they might be interested. Almost 28 days to do that. Omo lawyers are steady. The OBBFN says sporting reparations or financial reparations. In this case, to me reinstate clubs no back to the Premier League if Omo case is solid. So the sporting reparations are off, but they will likely seek financial damages. And they say, Ankobo Premier League nibia sponsorship, Premier League prize money ni adieno, Ankebe Buano Amanisika Sema Konkai. And they are a demoti or championship nimuno. It means that omo revenue never suffer shortfalls. So to compensate for that, they will demand financial reparations. If they take the matter on, it has some the Beko court and they will let the Premier League handle it. International Omugusu almost steady. So Everton are in trouble. Will City and Chelsea suffer?
No.
Good. City case no. Omotina so last month there was a 5-day hearing. Yenyenya verdict biya. But if Everton charge ye bakono, they attend 10 points. If City are found guilty, and let me repeat, if City are found guilty of 115 charges, then they likely say how much they be you league nim kra.
City there.
Everton there near 10 points. City 115 charges. So into the end say 10 and they be find you guilty. Not 105 they are clear or more. How many points? Chelsea have not been charged yet. They are just being investigated. Into Omushishem, no munya enough ground some better Chelsea aswa, then they will charge them and demand response from Chelsea. But in this stage, you know, the only club now I are charging a Nasem Yaka, that is Manchester City.
Mate, Meralse, my girls are about to Cocotin and Castle Pasika promotion store Wakunya, Zobabano Babicha, and Chememe draw no DD kind of star 256 star free hash, star 256 star free hash. Bishop Atapukua, Mame Kono Kakrani Ninko, Makazene, Yebedi did in Koma Udona, the realm of the Black Stars of Ghana game now. A Timia Kosonra, I am Shishi Sana. Yababe point Inyaki Williams Sebo Modin Inya the winning goal team and I'm on Vodafone Zemen controls Vodafone cash special bundles no Yabo Modi Yababe Rama it also do shimne Bomanema dead in Pedamania non Vodafone cash special voice offer 5 Ghana cedis amount 200 minutes a valid for 7 good days or the friend network bia na yato 5 Ghana pe star 110 hash star 110 hash Wabo Modi Ramo 5 Ghana na bana come my Vodafone app no so Wabo Modi Sani Abuana some minutes no when your Vodafone fed out together. International matches no guso cost baby also your call a kuko chani dino a betway or masway www.betway.com.gh www.betway.com.gh when you do fear do watch ya Romo mo site wana okwa your baby at 100% cricket so abonze the golden booking code nubinya unya enyibi infimenti bimfim fe no na twa ucha from 1 Ghana to 50 Ghana ye do asika na yedema abakudin so a unya sika bibiri no ramu move and the biona uze ya bom odi atwe top up no na eye bertu omu posters ni bi top up no omonch achede bibra ye di ram na aboa na ne madeda di impede amanya nu fie du otwe a emfa ho nhim na afi so no agro we no obom odi ndi terms and conditions ya dey ya apply no ma eboa ma ne madeda di impede ti me bishop na bibia aboko de
bibia aboko
ne ma da ye de
ayenwu ye de ya
yenhwe amanone ne kakre ansana mabana afi ya ties medidi di nkoma akra wo fie ni ade ye amanone kakra
Sompa sports. If my memory serves me right, Bosnia and Spain, 2 European nations, our national anthem, you need lyrics, man.
Mentiase.
God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Near to God bless our home. You have lyrics to the anthem.
But Spain in Bosnia, you need the
anthem lyrics.
Bishop.
Because it's a very fragmented country. Spain on the reference is a match real.
Yes.
The royal match. Just like France anthem, a call to arms. No?
Oh, okay.
Viva España. Gloria y patria con que pasegui. So because Franco time no, modifying in ya be ye fi the Olympic Games 2016. That was when they decided to do a contest. That was Spain. Saying uniform lyrics. Spain, your origins need to be more national or more original anthem.
Backs for the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Catalan for
there's fragmentation there. But if something has really brought the nation together to be one, football. I don't think under 21 for start some more qualifiers. No? Now, over video now to Musa Omani Abraham will be Baby Sono because in the past, now Basque for about Mution baby, Barcelona for about Mution baby, Castile for about Mution baby, Valencia region for mostly VRL, Valencia Levante, almost about Mution baby, or might be a national team, no, or more quality players, so I'm about Muntibimba, now I think Osha Spain at the 1998 World Cup, Nigeria, Esha Omona. One of the things that emerged and say at every part of the team, Ubenya, a leader of the team, and the leaders at these parts of the team were genuinely not even feeling Spanish enough. 98 now, Zubizarreta, the goalkeeper, by a Basque, and not born the ball Barcelona until no time or Real Madrid, Nick Castillo for no crowd. It was through the roof. Hierro, and then Raul were also on the other side. It's been like this with them forever. But when Javi Madrid said, "Ombe can't boom with Castillo for the good of the nation," that's when they started emerging.
Yes.
Spain, one of the few Spanish nations are culturally they are set apart from the others, and it's in but then that's the reality. Most of Mujina are identifying with a common national symbol, no, a brown football, no, and I'm happy to see. Say under 21 for them. You're about to them in 2025.
I don't want to say
exactly because I had an Esha say na entokwa gidigidi o o mu chichemu na time pa nti mu be ka time Real Madrid e was Jose Mourinho na that tension no was between on the Guardiola mono. They faulted Guardiola like this and told him say sansem hunu na odi wa national team na obi anka hwenche na omo kan na we hura so wasoresi omo konso no. He should make sure say it does not repeat itself. He was so into the Barcelona success to the point that now omusuro so be catch Barcelona players and they say they should disregard the Real Madrid boys when they go into the national team. And once that was done, they would have been done. Then the other side also went after Jose Mourinho said, because I had Portugal for no, this is Spain for no. They are on the same peninsula, Iberia.
Yes.
Now, so I like Spain and Kasani DHS and Chemunin to Timono.
Coach the other Kajagum Kakrao.
Oh, yeah, what you must say now. No, especially after say, Yedi and Sawa Villanova, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted the no Musuro pass and look. So, I'm near careful. I didn't be Jegu. And it affected it. How many players, Papa?
Sompa Sports.
How many players, Papa? You see by Cheberi, I'll be the Umba. Or Basso, I'll be Contoca, Camponoco, or a Basque. Guardiola was same. It's not any different. A time on the time Luis Enrique in there, or more national team.
So, no fee. You Madrid Cobo Basque.
Exactly.
No, I'm coming check in.
Oh, good to see that. And so I know no more, and I'm not coming national team. No, Jude Bellingham tournament Ben on my ball we done.
Jude Bellingham, England for. So World Cup winner who's all about.
Obo saying, Obodu saying.
World Cup. Obodu. Let's say quarter final.
No a young player of the tournament.
Derby.
No a best player of the tournament.
Derby.
Until Banison is a Euros no more corner. Only a bona fide world class player so Bobia on Belgium Cup no. And a John Stones also here there.
Bishop. Now so who needs every day at the FIBA? Who
need?
Kofu. Now need the Yana MSF. Say, Obo Bundesliga we all. Now, Hurricane Ashid was there. I was on the interview special.
Fantastic.
No, my year no watch out to more sky. Now, Abu Year, you ran also not Jude Bellingham, so I use Mara. No, and also watch out to.
Some of the best striker in the world. And the best midfielder in the world.
How about the only ball?
Not just those any Magua on the way. But it's interesting, say, England our players they are excelling very well outside of the continent. I mean, Guy Lineker called Barcelona, he played well. Chris Waddle called Marseille, he played well. But see, I mean, sure say England are ready for that tag. Say, I'm number one contenders. What is that tag in the tones for and I feel that this is a very young team. I've talked about penalty shootout Elusu in the last final ever Wembley. No, the last thing they would need is pressure. Until now, a bit to me, pressure in free one. So now I'm on game. To a point where you beat me a castle look, baby, England in the media, maybe answer, or an edgy trophy. It's one thing being a pre-tournament favorite, and it's another thing entirely going in there and then winning. Slovenia and Albania, they have it's only first Albania qualify for Euros. And again, it brings security implications to the competition. Some security implication in here. This thing, I do okay.
I'm a kaipa.
What tournament didn't they win? They didn't talk anymore.
We know.
And you can't deny them because they go fly. Sabini and Yasha go pay. The players will do that. Omoye pay Serbia for no be fool. You for better then. Serbia qualify.
Yes.
Serbia monam for passing Hungary. Hungary so qualify. So now it becomes yes remo. But the Moshe Kura mamun fo bibo. Okay, Sabini and Serbia match we almost stop a match now.
I'm a kaipa.
So it becomes a challenge for UEFA, but then again, I'm often in your myself. Intimacy, I'm the Manchester City called Division 1 and
Sompa Sports.
No,
they Mickey na Kase.
Last time now, can
who said the name is Manchester City?
The charges and the swiftness of the decision is said that Everton will never come as my mom. So more how many points? 2.
4
points.
Yeah.
Dominary. This is an attack.
But omono crimes ever be omono namzi do muzi ball no. Erade Jimmy ball.
Good, but this is an attack on the city of Liverpool.
Sir.
Yes.
Bishop Bibo ucha dey sisi na say nya Everton feel ya no be relegation.
No straight.
Ya no mo.
Just got said in their report.
Yeah, Boba. I'm on for relegation because Everton pa adia ye de ayomo yi ebidumu yi aye ne chensa
of course
Chelsea number 1
now mo charge omo
na o de hu de besi Man City number 2
coach oh we charge omo ti Man
City Man City is okay over 100 charges da order da ebru 100 ba ko kra chiwa ukọ ba ko chiwa ukọ
alo of you ba onni Mbo United and common check
mejai
what jai says mentiase hala me no shape project
na me see mejai
says mentiase o jai says
me United
there hala me no shape project
me see mejai
la be says mentiase
shake and 30 minutes mejai
oji na ka be won say bisa pala what jai say
be hu yan so be bisa me ni hobby o nti
e ba me bisa wa
me ya no because me ni ho emfa me ho na e koso bia
abagwa for
ya pesika dia ya dia Jim Ratcliffe no ne sika na esen bibia Man City ni Newcastle edru no upe obi ama mu dia face so a Ratcliffe
na esen fa ba se so ro sika se aso team ne dia da so wo moja mu
debi eni me modem
ba se do uzi cheche
me see me supportive for me supporting my now I was like 13 years
and also they know team
I've supported them for I think 12, 13. I'm supporting almost 30 years.
There's no team.
Me try and shake.
So about for you.
Yeah, talk. I'm almost share white, no.
I want to share white. Hey. Coach, I want to share white.
Yeah, on our business, no. English press, no. I'm interested in her. And to omo nka ho asem.
Oh, okay.
Announcement. This send a Newcastle den year no. Ade chi a year sorry no. So
we na ye.
Ato.
E dey there no na otwen. Oh. Tie no na mbama United don ba bi.
Ma toto jalabi abaye tre.
Ah otwen se be bom na.
Shake be toti mi mama she 3 weeks continuous on TV. Me ko adwuma kan na me che dia ko.
It is there is the koji.
Academy.
Ai it Jimmy Ratcliffe there.
Oh debi. You don't get money. Only sika. Now Old Trafford near 250 million penalty. Obi 5.8 billion cash down. Take 1 billion debt metria. Ten Hag give 500 million.
Players na da be bo mu di.
Oh, anyamba na say Ratcliffe on to me.
Mama gwa wo form wo.
Apu. A time bomb. Who's a time bomb?
Now
who shall Bentley ni Luton Town no na de na wo chọda. Haaland mu be hia no. Won say o chiche go be 2.
2 stone you need.
Debi, my God dear. Oh yeah, no wonder he's playing because of injury so.
Yes, and combo.
Varane on to me fit. Argentina kwe ya oboboy papa ma nipaneji. Martinez we pra.
Ko na team we giants was o
debi na say ya analysis of team no. Tesa meka. Ni America che na doze na me ho ntimi ni mo hu nyama.
Team we giants so no.
Debi me kira wo nti amagwa onyo bi ibo. Wo na wo bisa na amagwa me
say team we giants. But is that so ni mu se mu nyira.
Debi na say ho na me wo. I don't run away from that fact. Debi uyire kra uko say 77 previous obodwama e don to me too.
Sir, this is United we jai.
Me jai. Na was na bishop on tia na.
And was will be the until I be sound.
Me jai.
We jai.
A chekra.
Sir.
The dada.
Mate na mo coaches mi no akoje be no amene no e be chance di nkoma sana aba coach Christopher Nimley so na ye wram ne adidi di nkoma akra na mom Sompa sika promotion no wakonya zo bebo modern na wram na also no waba betwa na wadi na aboama ne ma de yi so etimi edi ama kama na hihye na ko eti star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash na aboana ne ma de di ama na yi ma de dem a bibia eko kama pa etimi e de ma wa mu nkomo no ye di ewrewrama na bibia nso no etimi adeda ye etimi ede ama one ade anti no o wakunya so beba betwe die enche meba na maba be fresh journal ne ma akuye kama de amanti star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash ko jebran de manya ni se no o se di Premier League no nkomo kakra na ye resele name is go because no twibia ala bija to wase mi ofiara me hwe coach sere coach ewuram ni ade no manya no ya ndi Premier League no nkomo akra nsa na ya ba we no be hadwen ko je be na akwaba Me batch obi bia boko de.
Me go so shira me.
Was there the league ni di ho komo kra ansa ne ababa be.
Jeff say if you hire the and Christmas am kan.
Oh if you are there de pa.
Okay, what does so see
Sompa Sports. Oh you be who grounds ya head ala.
Oh, me re mu ye.
Oh, ze bibia de ko kaba.
Kakra me hu ata ho ase ono kire say ye.
Ejezi fied. Kojarela Premier League no yabo ewura day 11 omo mame fixtures no na ye hwe na match a me pese ubewura mama ni teams ne modern mono pie koroko game on bebo mediama Sunday a very tough game per koroko form na ne sele ni musical edi mi gi mame we ni hwe fixtures no emeze bi be koso na Black Stars na gbibia afa ti I'll say the City and the Lions say Bobby Chim United and Afi Sono Karela United Bebo Ediana Ochna Asante Kotoko Media Mabrikum Chelsea Legon Cities Real Tamale United Dreams FC Bibiani Gold Stars Nations FC Bofo Aquatano Insuateman Great Olympics FC Samates Accra Lions any hard to folk and no another na your bomb the abosa ma the coach fixtures in here na your teams in so modern mono mo bono fleet you know titu ye Kotoko ne ye hasi
the teams in the door so Iti die koye na we die chi
koye lo ka oboso na Ghana ye nim se ezi ade o ka ko
mo tutu omunyama ye enye
supporters bibribi
sana ye no
eno na ha ye no
Ghana ye ji AFCON 4 times na Egypt aje say
o no mo echi ka
se o ma be pa ho tre
o ma be san ho
ye tete nyama no e boy ho safo hen sa the teams no be pa ho apa ho
wow
and it has near Kotoko no. The Ghana Premier League. Wow, you don't know about it.
Simple.
What about to near my ye? Prepare ye overco. And to be honest with you, no, me Kumasi, I got the Kumasi for your chance and mind. What I say. On good football. Do more good football. They'll come and watch you. Because I said Dreams FC, Baba Bokotoko. Because set no so say Dreams FC per se omunya support in the terms of Africa no Baba Ball Hana Confederation now. They should excel good football. Yes. Not the results, but good football. And we'll be share Dreams FC against Kotoko who say they exhibited something good. I mean John Entry Isa Aziz, that young boy, that is 17-year-old boy. And you clearly see from Jalilu Abdul, the captain for the side, any game on Mumaya. I just said, notice a Dreams FC Bebo Africa. Of course, you go and watch football, not because of the name Dreams FC. So what I say, Sana Mediama for your imagine say Jamia as much on mobile because almost Bebo Africa no ha.
Also
good football. So what I say, this before say and only maybe Baba Sports Stadium here venue bia team bia Baba bia about good football. The nature of the pitch. So once they did Ghanaian teams now, very good pitch beer they play. Yes. And Baba and I is partner that's to the extent team no confidence on
Sompa Sports. No crap.
Out of Lions, Karela, Diana, even the second half of Diana against Kotoko after they conceded that first goal.
Yes.
What I say? It for me, idiot. Yes, I would as a team no over to 2 near my year. Go over to 2 near my year. And you may be a Koso Kotokomu, you may be a Koso house when they has a full coach on Dr. Prosper Ogun, a press conference with the media and say CBPP aftermath from the performance of the team and the attitude of the players against Samates. Yes. So coming to play the defending champions and the former champion one. OT has here only defending champions of Babylon. So it's a game tough. Tough. And of course, last season with them and them at the year Kotoko Babaya.
Yes.
So Mekaya. So almost saying Badia. And me know can say with them are 3 players or Black Stars.
Yes.
I just want me a players or with them are some to their status.
But I don't know coach being used Sompa Sports.
Anything that teams don't register 30 players no plus 10 young players. It is a team. That's a quality in depth. So when you see players here, you should be able to play. It's not Chris Wooten, Michiano, Alisa Hotel, or catch them and say the US and the Mexican friend in Okoboeno, everyone to coach here because we will lose 4 key central defenders. Salisu, Juku, and the Rawa will lose 4 key. And when you have 4 key defenders, no, but the 3 points on the Zaka. So if you have confidence in the players that you've registered, and the kind of training regime and the kind of exercise go through, if the players have confidence, they should be able to play for you. Because the team Kotokoni, a team Bia, say the moment I was Kotoko, they should be able to play. But this is a second division, third division player. Isaac Opon, and just second division of FIBA.
Oh, no, FIBA.
Your man, Sunyani Nima.
Yes.
He was one of the best players until say Upraye. He was from second division. And Mwakona Kotoko registered was from second division, but he was loaned to a club in Sweden. He was one of the finest wingers that Kotoko had. Or a young player from a second division. In the main, Obiara is a second division. It's not about the talent, it's about the quality.
Oh, okay.
If you have talents, but you don't have the quality to play, you can't excel.
Now Fatau dominating in our league. Fatau Isayako, when he was in the league, he was by far the best player.
Yeah.
Of him dominating.
Steadfast.
Yes. Dreams of a far to Nikwine. You understand? Osha Peter Aqua from Park Academy. He's got a talent, but the quality is not there.
Yes.
You get a point. You know, but this is the second division players. Season ye. Konako check on game on my ball. Young couple with experience and on match with team. Danlad virtually is one of the oldest players in the Kotoko setup.
Yes.
Or your number one, or your captain, or them. August the Japan, time and now all competing with Christopher Netti. We also saw his performance, and the only one they're competing, but he's still playing.
Yeah.
Right? Oba Nicolas Osebo, so left back, he was competing with who? Ibrahim Imoro.
Yes.
Well, a winger, but he was drafted there, but he played. Is he not playing? John Tetegu, I mean, from Wafa, he has got experience in the league. It is Ankolano, Chihoro, Henry Ensu, right, from young Apostle to Brekum Chelsea to the national team, the Chan team. So the experience in the league, Nuruddin Muhammad from RTU has played for RTU. We all saw his exploit last season. It's over Bokotokwa. No, even when player of the month for Kotokwa. Me who saw a Division 2 player on Yakwala. So the back line of Kotoko is intact. So you cannot conversation with Nkola.
Oh, okay.
Over the midfield of Kotokwa, a player like in team Menu, Wabo Wafao, Wabo and Damaso could do Legon cities before coming to Kotoko.
Yes.
So if he's a starter of Kotoko this season, is he a second division player? I don't see him. Yemfa George Fege, Wabo about 6 or 7 matches for Kotoko this season.
Yes.
Sheriff Mohammed from Steadfast Obi Romo Kotoko. Prosper Mayeti says he's the most the multifunctional player in the setup. Obon on right back, Obon on midfield, Obon on as a left winger when they won the league. The third season in Kotoko, Richmond Lamte, Wafa, Interallies, look at the time I bought with Kotoko. Nakola no end in the Steve Mukwela, yes, or by with the Nane administration or bought. If I said the third season, Nakola any day. Solomon Kalu was the key player for Brekum Chelsea. And Prosper Mayeti, as I said, the hallmark enmity. So if the ball doesn't come from the flanks, what is he doing on the foot? And Kotoko doesn't have wingers. So it's Peter Aqua that I was talking about from the second division. Sumwa, that young player. Yes, he's from second division. We started 1 or 2. We were 5th bench about second division player. You get my point. And of course, okay, Nana Benin, our few Vipers by we bought a couple of matches, but okay, competition so Kotoko team no any see second division more.
Go you bet. Then why he did a second division?
So it tells you, say, you see, me feel say, I was say, team no prepare ye. Consistency a key.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bechem United. Bismarck Kobe was given 2 matches. Just like Obeko. The core of Bechem team no war. I feel conclude the core. August no call and waba. Until me say, wow.
It na be
Kofi Agosima call to folk or say Kofi call Portugal waba until our players no be free mo Latif and Alabia no injury but the core is there. Kobe by an enko no your man 2 matches. Let me share no work against Legon cities. He had a point. Although say Aaron still had a record, no, he had a point from that game. No, if he be winning against the Chelsea and the game against Kotoko. He has not lost the game till then. Look at the performance of the team. Consistency a key. And now I know say Safutela is a Kotoko player. 1 year contract left. You see him Peno. Every month he's being paid 6,000 Ghana cedis.
Also maybe the OJ.
On your training, yes, I will not also won't pay me. Jamina Minkoso, our manco. 6,000 Ghana cedis a month.
And on TV.
Or by JD, and I'm who still the more you can say, at least you should have find a club. I say Real Madrid, player about Real Madrid, now or baby to say Leicester. you are not going to receive the money that you receive in Rema.
Not at all.
So but also said no 6,000 because Ghana her team said remember was 6,000. We have to focus you Kotoko and maybe to say maybe any go stars. No,
Kotoko. They should have removed off the pitch.
No, last season 7 matches to go. He was Kotoko's best player.
And then they see it.
But last season league, everybody.
You see 7 matches. Safu Taylor. He was their best player. And this is the new godfather that's coming and saying Mignano. You get a point. Mignano. Negotiations should have gone on him terminating on Connie Baby. But he's in the house being paid 6,000 Ghana cedis a month. But that's what you say. And we are rebuilding. Kotoko doesn't have a youth team. And personal coach there no can be say nkwala no na o ma massa on the board the senior team. But we can almost 2 or training ground some 7 ponkono. And I'm paying for me. But I said somewhere say Chris Nankatego say I'm going to break Chelsea in Europe. Because player to say Peter Aqua a 17-year-old player over to be cut say Ponko from Monday to Friday training on the whole year. I will not give the same exercise
expectation to
29 years. I'll give Richmond maybe 2 days that exercise and manage the 3 days maybe with warming blah 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 physio. So on the match day he's going to give me 100%.
Exactly. Yes.
We were being told he said Blay have a problem with his knee. Doctors advised he should stay off, but the coach said he likes him. I'm managing or fit or but he cannot play continuously.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, when messages comes out like this, now me opposing team maybe what do you think I'm going to do with it?
I'll target him.
It is the word rebuilding. No, there's nowhere in the world they say we are rebuilding. I mean we need match. Oh, Ramadan squad. No. Look at the young players that they are in the team. It's quality of the young player that I'm talking about. It's the quality. It's a Kotoko youth team. They be a bomber so cannot do team because under KK Sapon Kotoko had a youth team like Eric Donko, Kojopoku, Felix Alan, Augustine Okra, name them. At a point, Anaya Muhammad Name to remove first Mama Betino. Must well push them there, go and train with the young ones, and then he brought on the Augustine Okras and the rest to come and play.
Yes.
At the point, Steve Odo realizes no one had the deal would do by so he has to fight and tell coach, my member reserve matches need. And that was where Maswell played every Wednesday number friendly match at the Baba Sports Stadium. So for Maswell to win that league was against Mighty Jets on Wednesday. That nephew striker every Wednesday we are not friendly match Wednesday striker. He scores on every Wednesday and then on that day he scored for Kotoko to win that game and won the league 5 matches to go.
Wow.
So it's a game between Kotoko and then Mediama. Tough game. Mediama is coming to this game at the back of the Mediama and said, Baba, buy a bobo. And Jonathan Sowa, their hit man is not there, but they have one Ajiman. Jonathan Ajiman. He's also very good. Jan Vital, that Avuna International is also very good. You have God knows Jack Pasu is also very good.
Jack Pasu.
Yes, and look at their set of defense now. I think is back, but also on trying change. They have players that they are going to use. Kamal Dini from that Ice Good or they call they have the men. It is about how Kotoko will approach this game. So watch your Kotoko this season. First 10-15 minutes, they put pressure and then they make sure that they destroy your team. If you are not stable, physically and mentally stronger, they go off and come back in the last 20 minutes. Go and check Kotoko games. The last 20 minutes of their games, Kotoko has been playing well until some call Samatesa say yes. Kayeke dominated and make sure say Kotoko was not in the game. And Dan Ladders have saved Kotoko on 3-4 occasions. That is different. Go and check it. And after that, they're going to play Brecum Chelsea. Chelsea has won against Dreams at the Theatre of Dreams. They beat Mediama at Takwa. And now they are playing Lagos City tomorrow. And after that game, Kotoko will be going to Accra to play Accra House of Folk. And then they will stay and play Accra Great Olympics. Check the points difference and check the position of Kotoko. If Kotoko don't win tomorrow's game, what is going to happen?
Eddie. But on him. A gamer. So you're Kotoko supporter. You should psych yourself. Anything can happen.
You're
watching now. Of course. Now, I believe that if Mediama shows up, they will win.
That's the word.
If they shows up, say, the true Mediama were to show themselves. Yeah, I think they'll beat Kotoko tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, say the coach, Kotoko coach, no, Onwankasa has built an unnecessary pressure around himself and around the playing body. This is our press conference, no, it was absolutely needless. And I mean, the hierarchy of Kotoko Fuacho, Mejidi Pase Anka, Mayele was around her. That press conference wouldn't have happened. Sports. I could see what that press conference would have never happened. Minim Nipa or Shildy Prosper. There should be somebody shielding him so that he will focus on the playing body and do his job. But as I say, no, so no Prosper has to come and explain to people, the supporters, what is going on. Let's just say there's problem with the organogram of Kotoko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, best Kotoko no mititi o muna mo kumase ha. Players no one etwa
Players menshia.
Okay. Se sana kono dia na ne sema. Ne kwanso ano no.
Menshia.
Enti this Kotoko team senior coach Eben Kai no. It's like they are playing the game in quarters. First quarter, last quarter. There's an in between. Let me say 2 or 3 quarters. No, now football is supposed to be played over 90 minutes. You can manage the quarters, but you cannot go dead in between quarters.
Oh, okay.
And yes, sir. And if you look at what happened to them last week, it was like they went in. Oh, 31 and now I got general line so. Keep a minute. Washisha one no watching.
One can fast spin and 2 bones.
Direct.
So if Dan lad goalkeeper so the way wall assume say uhumbono. And then uhumbono. It's one is to shield that side of the goal for you. So where you were standing, just watch.
Sheno.
Keke went direct.
Baby original na one boy.
And Tiadia can move dream safety free kick now. Isa Aziz at the share now. You pass it ball an inch from where the foul was committed. In a Jalilu Tiaso. So I had expected Danla to also move a leg before you die.
You get
the point. Yes. But you see, sometimes they also ask questions.
It's becoming
the
mistakes no doors.
Coach, I am discussing Kotoko. Last season you say Abi. Netikoi. And that was a different golf. This time you are champion. And do you know one funny thing? We're maintaining the core of Parker City. Put all the stability and discipline. Watch how Jeffrey is playing now. Yes. Watch how Sam Adams is playing now. And then Isaac Minda. 10 matches, 9 goals. How he's playing now. If you want to boys no ball or mobile. Ousu, Franco Ousu, that young chap in Milford, very game or ball on and then the 2 center backs, and then the laterals. Check how Godfrey Waki is also playing. So
game no go Karela ni Diana.
But Karela is not performing at the Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium because so team Yoboko Biamu say a neutral ground.
All play all.
Oh, okay.
You get the point. So all the show teams say, "Baby, I come over. I'm suffering on my back. You should be able to play. You can go and do well." So what I say, it depends on how Yachamo approaches this game. He's on top of the league long. What I say, and at the end of the day, no share Maso cannot do game or boy. It's what is also not performing badly.
And no Nanki Maso.
How many of Aquana top game assistant unless you don't know Maso cannot do. What is on him? What the team Masola allow him to pick it the players
or
no better say. And Maso always want direct players. He doesn't want players that.
We have the dreams go now already.
You see, now watch it. Look at the distance. Look, there should have been a step.
Who's your passing ball? Before who's your passing ball? We're moving the 1 inch. That's what you know. They are born a corner. With them born in court. I feel like moving that inch of a step now make 1-7. You see, small balls. He's a goalkeeper not for more. It's clear. Say, who now for more? And look at the Kotoko wall.
Look at that.
Indiscipline.
Now, do you know, go back to the wall again. They just stepped out of the wall, making no attempt to block the ball. Look at him.
Ball was shifted from the wall because there was a pass.
No, so
a tap.
Yeah, and to pass, and when you step, it should be blocked. Ball, no ball. Let it roll. You see the Kotoko players turning away from the ball.
And you have considered 2 goals from this set pieces at the same spot.
We see them. Wow.
And for me, sad. To be honest with you, team of Professor League. Sad. And for me, I know I did. Yeah.
Original was Shatterman there, and also my
but for is Shatterman a big game. Why are they? Yes, why are they? And I think that the fans at Tsunami, so how Mankasa put up the changing room now. They will not let the team down. They will support the team anywhere they go. Maswell has done it. He went to Brekuma. He even dropped 5 key players because of Kotoko game, you know, and he won that game. I watched them against Accra Great Olympics at Accra Sports Stadium. In as much as Olympics won the game, you know, Maswell has really transformed the team. Who says have 4 key players on the field? Lagos City is at the bar with Omar Manaf in the team, you know. Ama stability be on the team in him, and you could clearly see the handwriting of a coach. And that is how I see how Ghanaian coaches work. Say me who's on handwriting, no, I always urge you to go on, irrespective of the results. On handwriting, they say no, there's brightness ahead of you. And playing at Sunyani, but for quite a drop of points back against Accra Lions, against Gold Stars, you know. And this is a Bruno Levy. So all just say more or less, no. They are all within that area. A difficult game, and I think that
bragging right. Who brags from Monday?
A very tough game. Supporters also
but I think that a bit my need a draw. This game it might need a draw.
And Chelsea so form now for the host Legon Cities. Is there an can Legon Cities ball no more?
Say Legon Cities able to lose game a free pitch, no.
Pitch, no.
Yes.
And no never home.
Yes. I want to be United, no. I'm ball to the tune of Beche. Beche was not playing the ball on the turf. Their target was Augustine Okra, and I can tell you on authority say, with his age and strength or one, me who attack a be or saying Augustine Okra will leave me.
Wow.
Ojibona, you saw him at the Baba Hospital. Look at the kind of goal saying. He has got a pace. I mean, who play ball pace in the league anymore?
The ball in there.
So the moment you allow him to go into space and meet the ball, the most dangerous player on the field of play is player who moves into space without the ball. Go and check Ronaldo at Real Madrid. Watch his runs into space. Or cost space be out. Or one member space or second, but he's gone. That is Augustine Okra for you. It is that game Buffoni will never born in there. Massa annoying. But I think that it can end in a draw. Olympics summer test another big game earlier Monday. Ebia nyame adona se mo hali ya beka wa se na Accra Lions has to full game am pese ye be hwe pa ebe another
week o ati ye be kasa
mini ha se nyona de mbae do de me bae de me beko o de me ba de ameche
koji
o jo David ndiko le ba ko pe nyona de mbae David
koji ye be na do bae bi ja jo
do no de me bae no ya arrangement se wi ana me kwa mi nya
se bia be so be ya arrangement bi wa chi e because ba ja o se lo
je fa o ka do pe o ti
ba ja o se lo what's the
stars? Michael say, "I'm few matches to play."
I don't know what.
And let me tell you one thing.
Yeah,
league we no. Team or what quality and experience.
And it's a team, no.
But I'm results of late.
7 matches, 6 points, 6 draws, and then 1 loss. And that night, you know, if it had not been the CEO Akosiedua, Michael say will have lost his job.
Oh,
yes, he stood it. Difficult, so their game against Nations ain't winning away game, no, but they play about 70% of the game, no. But the real doesn't score, you're saying. And Ocean Nations game on ball, Brankesi, the last game on ball before going to win a tough game, mingle, because Michael said needs the 3 points badly. In as much as there are issues, you know, they stand as favorite at any given time. But what your teams on Marco pick points are, I know a thing.
Yes.
It's an Busan say players now because you're 12 okay, almost salary a hit on time. It is a bonus. Look, Tima, we 1,000 Ghana cedis as a winning bonus in our league.
That's huge.
It's Nations.
That is huge.
1,000 Ghana cedis.
But Nations is not winning. Away game.
1,000 Ghana.
Yes.
Away game.
No bonus, winning bonus. Your salary, winning bonus.
That away game na make can.
There is all quite now shout out a winning bonus. People team send it to our bonus.
Ubo are in 1,000.
That's it. Team send it to you.
No salary crying.
That's the point.
End of month salary.
So ask yourself, say, players, no, do they really sit down and analyze it? No. When I win 4 matches within 1 month, I will grab 4,000. The salary by me family sanka. You get the point. Tell us also. It is sometimes the when a player are going to games, they themselves have to sit down, analyze the game, and see say no game where a coach say you say no. Look, there's something else that we can also do to win that game.
Coach Mante, what our main friends here, Black Stars and also Kaka. Team Amini Kakra na Yemra. Na many coaches me no na yejuma. The Black Stars given us a baby chance, 1 minute silence, a query mara for Jamani Ade. Everybody will be doing common rap. And Modi anybody never do Ghana until moment hear video ni Kakra. It's all joining and I who ye papa. Me kwako Bob Brady abefie. Na nene mame nene papa ni abusuafo bi ho a badi ne dia baba bedua ne ade adi migi me na me womra mate eche me kwaba ti koche ben wa na ko Christopher Nimlo so waja manyu wa kan video mi ko twa de ato na that be patro me maintain that
Ghana na wada
won zero ma twetwa
na wada
bo mo kan me ka twa mo se me migi ndi to se me hia wo
ma hia me maka
we are no open team our best support and the fans no Arsenal is shock proof they say 50 it me ko be no yeah shock proof
only say me catch no
and where me mama
say okan ade a magina so the jai team now it has got nothing to do with the results of the team me see glazers in team they are not correct people. Wasanta Magua flat footed size 50 Nimri Kanye
team no wajaye bare ball
Skako top level to Magua
we play I don't know
and you be bread you be pamo
Mama chase current here. I want to support Ska promotion star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash. Oba when you do what you about 5 Ghana city twagum 9 cheme banama ba be draw na mabomode a choose Ska express group semenka Enfantos on obezo 2 kwan ramu amanone e kokosia re fa scholarship visa assistance and afino admission na pro amanone ni na beboa international exam institution registration no yes IELTS no SAT no GRE no GMT M18 no na for ni na no ye hweboa na de won ne se obezo ko ise Canada US UK Australia New Zealand Germany e kokko ejuma ni na hwe na ye timi abo mo njuma panti no oro ni chemo Ghana nkofo e kan ma se ni na so mo ye ejuma papa bebi omo bo ejuma kuma se asaf labor about Accra Kaneshi first light tema oro ni chemo tema community 18 last be girl filling station no be nyomo isle gone omo eben Trinity theological seminar Takra den so no market circle OC taught Ernesto fast food na sunyane oro ni chemo silver so mo be high court tamale omo eben tamale technical hospital no and bibia ni so no omo ye ejuma omo ne ben court no form number no 0249 000448 0249 000448 na 0555 550067 0555 550067 yambwa that about enko entimi emfa ema ne drinks mienu abedwama so ankofo agye to mo bobia ebo ama ne makoye de mo ba ko ye mixer 5G abama ni ndiaba na ye de aye ema hoden so ko cafe bi anim na ni no aba na mo aba benya ha obi apanyin timi nom akwara timi nom okwa ejumade a wano mo wi a wasan abomode no wano na abo ma ne makoye pe de amo mo na di miso fruit drinks na ba na organic fruit so ne ye de aye mu ede ere muso api Ghana ha bie eno ana nkofo di wa dance enti aye na aba abedi nto na aba de dodo na eba be hiem no na wabomode na gibi abo na abo na ne ma de ye pre timi area ma wo pe dodo na number ni 0246 270221 0246 270221 0558 106 348 0558 106 348 company limited oko for idia mo east no mo phone number with 0243 329-414 0243-329-414 na KF Kinju Enterprise or one each no motor Swami Kumasi ya Honsono UGB 0544-483-392 0544-483-392 Miabia mebaba bosu kwa dodo na benebi na manager Daniel 21st Connect in overseas on sa ne can be ewo honom diko na kokojibi Mama Esther at Royal Ventures Watra Baptist University Bwakwa obejibo PNC Ventures Aramanje Texas Station Charity Hospital Junction no unya binana Sachi Enterprise asafo abincho VIP car park na yebwa na onso na jode na abwa na ne makoyie pretimiera ma Sompa achede no yeguso ka se Esmas ni yedu a ya ye maame no ma eni no omukunu mefi mejo omo no omudi areho pa ha enye omo nko ankwara na omo maame ne ompapa nti ase no omo nso di areho pa na ya fa de ato ye wonso se eni munyina be kan bom ni abomode na sa nkofo no ya momoni je na wie pe ne ayo mo aye nti ne kakra bi ade beba beboa no se mo anwa variety tomato sardine milo biscuit o de ba bia pon na to ye besum keto bia nso a onso no nyame be hia be wokofo ye ne last edition no omo ankasa bomode didi nkomo ko omo nsem sa abo omo yie papa enye no nko eno nso krechi no yesi ne se eyentma bi na awo school bags out on our books pen bed sheet and shoe out on our toothpaste and brushes out on any seminar and also the baby jena nyabomode timi adawase me kan no aka wakoma so bere no waboa dwumadi no me the number bi ba betudwa ketwa bi enso a de ode betusu bi anya me beboa na wahye wanam no wa yakoma so ade etimi ada amount number no 0598 559 802 0598 559-802. Me patrol send the idea beba no Terra One Media ana Blessed Foster Terra One Media ana Blessed Foster abwa na nema de di impeti mi era mantino me damo me kwede bape ye bana ya sa ba beto akuje benwa ena ku Christopher Nimley na ya ba be Black Stars game no na mom star 256 star free hash Sompa sika promotion emza no pay sheshe me bana maba be choose kan timu ntwangu me koba ya pe me ba be me first draw na sana me pija mi mu a ma bomode e de me second draw na to aso nti star 256 star free hash star 256 star free hash na boa na bibia dan de ye da man ti ye da o ye ba ya pe ye ram na Africa Ghana game no ya to aso etime da mamo
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
21st clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu woje ho ba bia enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma gine wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketewa wo mu ji international awards ahodo wo mu ji local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu be the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa. Bibrim hano ebi ni baby a gise 21st clinic nkwa. Wo mu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho. Eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de pa ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no. Eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade ne ade. Ghana ha baby a wo mu ho. 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 na 21st clinic. Wo mu ye sciatica expert.
Wahese wako shop akodi dwa hodo basket ma emu provisions ene nyoma hodo ehia opa we delay musa edru so na ukotua nso a yakase wo se untimi nchante e me chance na ma so ya keke na mum o de Vodafone cash dia uni how cry yakako bebia say dia untimi de Vodafone cash etua merchant bia or network bia so straight direct sharp enti say water provisions well inuro iniane me say bia opese wo ye bia no Vodafone cash amana ye mremremra ma o hia obeya de say obe dial star 110 hash netua kakọ merchant bia ho e won network bia so enia
Vodafone. Here in Ghana, when it comes to chicken, the good old days are back. Why? Because Boris Beef's Chicken, BBC, is here. Yep, give your family and loved ones Boris Beef's Chicken. Fresh,
tasty, delicious. Boris Beef Chicken is produced right here in Ghana by our cherished poultry farmers with support from the Ministry of Agric. Get whole frozen chicken, gizzard, chicken feet, chicken neck, and chicken liver for those special family meals, buffets, picnics, funerals, and all restaurants. Get Boris Beef Chicken. It's halal, so everybody can enjoy. Wherever you are, call Boris Beef Farms hotline 05-444-444-53. Ask for our branch that is closest to you and come get your chicken. Boris Beef Chicken, BBC, proudly a Fiakoko.
Bra na minya Royal Foam mattress no. How the brain na me komu. Medam panosweni na atom. Na me chika seso na me huna nyina ya meya. Na die kume kra ne se. Ya no mo so beda aso ape. Na wagya me. Na minya Royal Foam mattress no. Pa kwesi da aso ape. E na oya me ho ade. Congratulations dear. Me fa no kwa. Asedan kwama Royal Foam. Quality mattress papa fi. Oje wa Royal Foam. What nani relaxation aye de. I want to say we nya woman say Royal Foam mattress aye papa. Eche aye quilted mattress inti. Woda so ama wona ye foam. Say woto mattress free Royal Foam a. Get free pillows. Royal Foam aje abasobode e 12 Ghana Business and Financial Excellence Awards no mu. Yet on quality duvets, curtains, beds, ni carpentry foams ahodo nyina bi. Hwehwe yen wo Royal Foam showrooms any sales depots Ewo Ghana fananyina. Fre 020-227-1000. Royal Foam, rest assured.
Welcome to St. Andrews SHS. Higher grade A private SHS. Yeah, SHS courses in general art, science, business, no waka kahon. Ever St. Andrews SHS yeah, dinner ever pass. Osana one teachers now. What's your window? Discipline. No first one was yati. St. Andrews Riviera supermarket, sick bay, barber shop, swimming pool, FM station, constant water supply and electricity. Admission room quadro, Hurricane Abate, Pico Farm say, Warrington from our SHS 1, 2, and 3. St. Andrews SHS, what branches Big Piano Ghana. Sapade Paso Asia, St. Andrews, Saboko Schoola, go school Owotin, Ama Paso Wasi one time. St. Andrews SHS.
From our clean water tanks, water which is rich with natural minerals sourced from over 100 meters underground is taken through purification, where our highly skilled personnel equipped with the modern state-of-the-art laboratory run all standard tests to ensure that purity is 100%, because at Obibini Blackman Company Limited, quality is our hallmark. Bottling continues immediately in a clean and hygienic environment approved by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority, because water is life, but unclean water is definitely not life. After years of research into water purification systems, the result is water that can compete with any other on the international market. Stay healthy and hydrated with it.
Ya bobo de na yetimi to aso kama pretimi afama na mboa na mekano ne ye wo pinfo akuku dampa ne pinfo akese ofidie ma common be rura metimi ere ama ne nyina the Black Stars of Ghana nra big game ye jepene timi boy ye ne sere mun komo no esi etie ne die erura mu no enti me say more special guest ma ko abomo de rama join coach Eben and Africa Christopher Nimley na receive no me ne pie na nkomodidie no ya bomode na yetimi ato as baransa na no Sompa sika promotion star 256 star free hash star 256 star free hash waba ababa be ram na waye ya meba na mababa be draw na mom ni World Scientific Clinic and Diagnostic Services any doctor ni musibra na ba be ram wo ma hwe ne mboa na ne mande da ye pa etimi emfama kamakana se ne tie doctor se ba na wodie mu nsensem and afo your ba niaman shara nko yi wa mfi obere na wɔsisi o kama preti mera manya no nko oyɛ brema so na wo ha kakra wo tedua nim na afo ahoɔden aba fam a ogiana na so aboa ma ogiana so na niama akoyie preti mi edi ama na hyehyɛ no so no etimi adeda yi kama so no etimi edi ama nti ramu na ɔboa na bibia nkoyi entimi efa ma Vodafone zemenka emfa nchose ne ɔmo abɔmɔden a the Vodafone cash special voice offer no yɛre ababa babaze 5 Ghana cedis pe yɛ ama 200 minutes a ɛyɛ valid for 7 good days odidi nkomo na aboa na susu na koyie pe etimi era mai all networks na abɔmɔden etimi era frɛ ti de yan star 110 hash star 110 hash 5 Ghana cedi pe wa bomodi nyana koma Vodafone app no so a na ya ready unjuma etimi era ma Vodafone further together na bibibia so no netimi adeda din kama pa so no etimi edi ama na hyehyɛ no etimi adeda yere amount ima ye hwe na yemramu na the first draw number ansa na ya bomodi na nkomo no de akibia ye etimi area to aso the amount no so wa kwanya ze obobomodi na wa join na bibibia ko ye etimi edi amount no omfa na adini ntwa no ho kakra na yehu the winning number no ne sere niam this year tie e sere mun komo no esi e kono ya di we are Sompa Sika promotion star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash na emwa na bibibia entimi endeda dina niama enko kama pa entimi emfa mountino o join yam ze we no 5 Ghana cedi e buma wa 500 Ghana cedis e iska na wunya ti after we no me say aba besoya na second ramu ti yanko na me the winning number no ti number winning ni they say bibi ntini e bom modern the final free no ya ye disie say Ghana ne de baby edu no oyi nkofo number bi say ya na aha dwen kakra ti 0597 403 0597 403 ti no e wo use number na jeze esewi no afedi amount na to mu se ya so na wonya message no ti me hwe tuto pe akomiam beba na makona me nipa no akwa yewe ni ade mikisi mre ni hwe na yemke ni na ne ma deda din pa di sere me kan ye no before wo na ramu fidie ma ne ye ne omo eba ba be din komo na ne ma so no etimi adeda din pa ba mo mame Rafael Jamana enra time ye di na mune baba bedu Ghana ha no sere na ye didi ho nkomo etimi ere chos ye nua no si akede ma iginati aboboko no do ani chemu abenia na me ze na otwe pepepe ne ena arahuse mu no esi ya na ano edin ye papa o we sere mu nkomo na esi etie ne niama na esi ewrama adibi arahu ye papa ko jebra menim ze we no be kan bibi kakra e de afa ho wa asem we na arahu pa me ko pe bibi abefie na ne ufunu ne ye de baba be wra mo krodiama
yeah, I remember 2015 Aquinas I think that I've Adam Grant invited for the AFCON until many didn't come on my uncle lecturer Accra High Sompa Sports but I think 2017 I'm diagnosing or that heart problem to more advices and could jab on but I'm also joining the faith so and just don't want to go into it, but the point is that I'm in the currency. It's very sad, very very sad. But here, the mama said before a day before every game, piano only didn't come on video call. Sometimes when he's in the dressing room, and for me, I think the casa or kind and say if it is the will of God, because the beautiful thing is that he's alive today, and if you know he's alive. It's so sad. Home video no, so. Make it that step now, tough from now, and you could clearly see say team no, or the problem.
Yes.
Split of a minute or so, now ambulance normally the way the whole team, both teams, and rush it on him on the pitch. You know, just say they have an idea of
Sompa Sports.
We know the man no year. I think that's also caused it, and I think say, if I see them ready. Because very difficult, a very sad story.
I was on the program when the news broke.
Yes.
And the program now also know we happened to talk to somebody who was there. There was this journalist, a friend Enrico, who granted us a live interview. Truth be told, we shouldn't have gotten here.
Yes.
No credit can. Yeah. We see we should be so truthful about this matter. Such an it been sa embabio. This young man, me personally, because me kai pass me name ba Lawrence Atizigi a call Red Bull.
Sompa
Atizigi me ba.
Oh, okay.
Me didn't call Red Bull no. After Jamna, me ati roommate.
Oh, okay.
There is nothing wrong with you serving and believing in God. We all do believe in God. God only the ultimate and the nipa oma every profession. Nipa ye doctor, nipa yesi, nipa yesi. It is the same God who speaks through these people.
Yeah.
Truth be told, we shouldn't have gotten here. This boy should have been alive. Yes. And you're very hypocritical on the matter. Those who manage him wrongly. Those who are advise him wrongly. And for me, I blame the family for we losing this boy. This boy could have done so many other things with his life, apart from football. Because I knew how talented, educated he was. So we got to the stage where there should have been the plan B in his career. I spoke to Kaya, go and if we get a chance, talk to Dr. Pambo.
Yeah.
And say, Coach Kase, when he got dropped from the AFCON in 2017, you know me. If I see an obvious talent, look, I never accepted it.
No, we said we've had a replacement of Asamoah
until somebody called me. I was in a very heated program. We should always go with the best players to represent our country. Why are you taking me out? Just after the show, somebody called me from behind. That coach, it was because of this, that. Mambosu Biom.
Oh, okay.
Why he was dropped. Because I felt at the time, the reason for which he was dropped, nothing is more precious than the life of somebody. Ghana as a country will never say, knowing very well that if you go and play football for Ghana, you lose your life, they will say go and play.
David.
But
I'm not going for reason concern after a minute silence. At least then give it me a ball. Ban B, black one.
In fact, that was an afterthought. Don't go there.
Oh, okay.
Going to the game, we should have known. Supporters now, we should have. And that minute silence where it was not properly observed.
Yes, it was not a minute.
Because now
it was not even up to a minute.
Now this is something you use the media of the FA to sensitize the supporters. I had to prompt somebody by my side, say, hey, yes, Rafa. So I stood up. And I said, come on, it's Rafa Jamana. Let's stand up. And I'm sorry, now. But me try him apart from who I would tell me. I'm going to tell you some passports. But in we didn't. We said that is how bad.
So we also had the VIP.
Yes, that's how bad it was. But me dear, going to the future, Antina. Your best re. Bibi sa CBO in Aguero wahin. Wajai Bobo or Bonibra. Patrice Mwamba wahin. Wajai Bobo or Bonibra. This boy, we were reminded on 2 occasions.
Yeah, he was very one of them.
He collapsed twice already.
Yes.
He was never going to be 3rd time lucky unless God says that. To me, dear, we shouldn't have gotten here. We shouldn't have lost this boy. And to me, dear, I will point it directly to them. Because this, if it is my family, he stops playing football. He stops.
Wow. Coach Mate, but I'm introduce you ace broadcaster, and of course, an name and what pass in there. Menina Isha, or being by the coach. Because they ran me kitty. Now, this is you know, Kakra, Yibura, the Biara TV, and I'm going to tell Alfonso, any Casa, Mr. Moses Famoni. Fidioma.
By far.
By far the
finest.
The Emma Wapa, Semanya Quinane, Meninisha 101 year did in Como. Mr. Wozzy Munya Quaba, Emma Quaba de Bakumase.
Oh, Major, Now studio had the FO.
Hadie.
Jeffrey and James, I have to say congratulations to all of you. I think it's a fantastic place to be.
Thanks.
But let me start with the young man. I think coach has been very passionate. Waka.
Sompa Sports.
But you know, as we know, Nami chairman of Ghana Boxing Authority.
Yes.
Now they be aname kase say boxing for ni esua nyanse be free. So be pra. The medical standards in boxing is very high. In fact, now a lot. When I got into boxing, I've been doing this thing for a long time, as you know, and realizing the medical standards. Now maybe here football, it will be the still or ball. I was sure. I said, "Wow, this could never happen in boxing." There are a lot of head injuries, and I made a few suggestions. I think over the last 4 years, the FIFA quite changing rules now. When you head injury, the doctors will come and have a look at it. Say over twice or now on twice in boxing, and yet the decision of the friends and the cornermen. It is a neutral doctor who take the decision. Now, me say also football so it's yes because player need a good only on best of twice. So, but for higher medical standards, it was a neutral body. Doctor, they take his decision. For which reason, I blame the authorities in charge of football for this boy continuing.
Oh, okay.
Because, medical standards here, he should be stopped. Whether his parents loved him to do it or not. Because you say, Masa, you can't play. I'm sorry. And I hear there's $10 million of investment in him. Why should this happen? I didn't think there was a banosa. Eti, me didn't say UEFA. They will set up a probe. People should be held accountable. It was exactly. Obia was someone no, because we can't lose a life like this on the mission. So I blame him, the family, but more to do. It was a football for my football so. Emrana edebwana yeman parano sebi ball no na omo sebi omo health omo dey say enye compromise omo pomuden no en tochima no e was say omo edi animu no omo making sure the standards are very high on the mention so that we don't get all these sorts of situations happening. Because I am and one who can go he had to go through medical before he there's a player or Goku trainer in South Africa has also died just about some few days ago.
Zimbabwe.
From Zimbabwe. Black Stars Nigeria boy your board dry medical person who take a year. Yes.
The former Liberty player Bartholomew also died on the field of play.
While around football, improve the standards the medical standards around football. Not only even the players, but the coaches and officials, because it's stressful. It's very, very, very stressful. Now, 1 year now, man for no good reason. Lessons going forward. No say, let's improve the standards. Na yenya sadi we biom anyesa ebeto ye bio na ye sunu ye de nseguyeti. I don't think we need to be doing that.
You better na ye ram na ye didin come. They said we did can lawyer Moses Famonyi, senior law lecturer of Ghana Law School. Na Missouri P part is a coach mo kan wasem no nya ni se ya o zi rera bibia na here. Lawyer ye renra game na course Mexico Canada US 2026 World Cup qualifier. Ghana ejine na so ye ne Madagascar. Na yemra mu kakra game na nkasa sele na wansi kwer ba na wie yerene 1-0 time ago ba ya yem hihie sa dem ze e de anigye pa ere bebe yem hihie che e de yehwe game na nkasa abeni zo nya akunya hwe bi sele na esitie eni nkomo kakra
me ba stadium be here boss say I check, to be honest with you. Now you can see me dressed. I'm the president of the Boys Brigade Ghana Council.
Oh wow.
Boys Brigade, a method of training children. Be a Scottish man, be 1883.
Oh, okay.
Sir William Alexander Smith and Odebaye. Now we're a Christian regimented non-denominational organization.
Oh, okay.
Titim Kwara, Yesu Christo, but with the discipline of a regimented organization. So Nipo de Bano is so Jenny, no a Sunday school teacher.
Okay.
Na of course Sunday school and Korani year be one abro from Kwara to trust him. No say maybe so Jenny, I didn't Kwara we say be or misbehave. So you wanted to bring the military discipline to bear on the training of children. Yamencha the end no Shashi 1883. Eba Ghana no yamfa Christian education and a military discipline yede nimdia education so kan ho edian kwara na e wo Ghana mo boys wo nyina ko school.
Wow.
And they start from age 3. I friend anchor section.
Okay.
Junior section is 7 to 12. 12 to 15 a company section, and then 15 to 18 a senior section. It's a way of bringing the children up.
Wow.
Now Nyamincha the vice president, although he's Muslim, he was a brigade boy. Now enkofu P o Ghana ha Omafa brigade system no more in the military, the air force, the navy, so many politics are do show mo discipline no and no it comes from the brigade training. And until now maybe no as you know no methods of the brigade there or the share say it were regions, there were 7 regions. Now you were the national executive council meeting and no na ye be no ha me buy me so me kobo mani akwa homa kakra stadium e me ko free blaster for match and then no meka bibi meka no kre pa che Ghana for
ye twen
no kre papa yes men kata ho kra
ye twen
hwe no kre wo mu ne se ye players ni bi ni mbobo
no kre wo mu ni players
no kre wo me na me catch. You see I was sitting in the VIP na adwuma as you know ya che wo hwe players na utu so wo suro. Some of our fullbacks need more body because they have another match. So I don't want to discourage them. Also born want to make because you see football no, we have basic skills. Say unim ball no ball. A skill bay nimidiana say utu crab ball. You can dribble, you can pass. See, you have to be able to have these basic skills. Oh, I call unim ball, and then I just unim ball or football no bet me action. If it's even Ghana 4 players, most of our players, the basic skill of a Ghanaian player, they love to dribble. That's the basic ability. Before they add the passing, and then the tactical aspects come, the speed, the physique, strength, power. Meaning, make me catch you playing. A lot of the players are first half no, they don't have the skill. They can't play football. Now. Remember example so that you can understand.
Mate.
I will start from the fullbacks. Next time you Kumasi inti. Remember Kumasi current examples because me ko achire pia bia na amanfo ebinom no mu nyini sa. Inkum.
Samuel Inkum.
Exactly. No ball kotoko no mahi number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
Now on Harris na full and the ball Harris no right but no ball left.
Yes.
On the match.
Yes.
So mo so ball no mu a. One more they bow so you can see I mean they are very comfortable. They yes wo mu so na sebi young go free. What so ball go say was on my back pass. Massa, to me who say he just doesn't have it, whether it's confidence or whatever, but they just don't have that level of technical ability Ghanaian players have. Maybe they're trained outside, that's fine. But European concept of football no, and there's a basis, it's not the same as we in Africa. Now, Bibia media me can say, let's distill it and make it better. Coach Dimli wa onim say yete your friends Jamefe commission bibi recently GFA ka so my what DNA alo me kankra we share Jamefe commission report we have actually distilled the brand of Ghanaian football. Now yes, it is in that report.
No report.
Yes, the wo mu no say that time no na the best of our coaches were alive. Namely Neboam, he was a technical on the church trophy. Ben Kofi Kahon,
the late Samadi, Masaudi Dramani, Otia Kente,
Afrani, all of them were part of the team and you put them together.
Yeah, I was the secretary.
The report is in the
our report
to remove the brand of football. I was a Ghana ball. How I said teaching Quran. We even put a cost to it.
Yes.
Our report to remove. It is part of our legacy. It is our DNA. It is already there. So you don't reinvent the wheel. Fine. But I'm just saying that we just have to dust it up and begin to grow the thing from down there because there are basic abilities of our players. Who need basic ube jollofa rice in who need tomatoes, who need onion, so I'm just being honest. Some of the players don't just meet the technical quality of Black Star players. I don't know whether, apart from the confidence. It is second half, the players who were introduced, Ultra Shimera, or to me, quit ball.
Yes.
Your coach also, he's a runner. I loved. This is a man speaking, where word will use to be too big. Or the ball to be he can progress the ball. Also to me,
yes.
But because he's an Irish with the European concept, he says he's a runner as compared to Pate. That's what Ghanaians like. Hey, Albert Asasi, Francis Kumi, Opokunti, Papa Kuno, Kofi Bedu, all the ball no bounce.
The ball no bounce.
Yes, they will, because they're comfortable and they're confident with the ball. That's what we lack in this team. Eti ye metri aka say yenya abotre team we no there are a lot of players that we might have to change.
Yes,
it will take us time. We will look around, we will find people who come and go. Me call VIP reception you can say Stephen Apia and we're looking at 2006 how we qualify. All the match, 20 people have forgot that 2004 we didn't even qualify for the Cup of Nations.
That's Tunisia.
Yes, we didn't qualify. 2004. Yes. And we began the World Cup qualifier. Rav Zumdik, Nane coach team. No, yes, one of the Eritrea also 5-0. Ewo Obuasi. Nane de Shasie team no a kokoso na chianka on to Djukovic by. And then Laye Kinsim no by. In fact, ye Congo be Bob Drobi ya wo Kumasi tan ye do mo ko face no hona your friends say like in Simbaye and then Atram Ebeka. You could see the team was developing technique. In fact, the Congolese told us say team they do and they were shocked by the way. Why? Because we introduced like Kingston and Atram. The quality of play. The Congolese were surprised. And that's the technical ability of Ghanaians. It was a discover. I'm just saying that the team will grow. Some of the players we have to first of all decide what is the basic quality of Ghanaian players a better benefit here, and that's why we talk about the DNA or the report because now one share comparative advantage now copy you struggle. So let us look for what is ours, what is in our DNA. Your players know they are technical. For example, me shares here with your player Inaki or share in the first group. Say, oh, we don't play to his strength. That is true. But how many man is our personal? But what here for him say, polo ebobono. When you baller, Peter Lam tell him, polo who even look, Obama no 20, 30, 40-yard passes. Before Bayan and Niguana, Peter Lam take what did the American say? Last time you want everyone's pass. Some of the passes I saw from even my old good friend Kudus, Oyana Kobo player and they take. Yes. They can't deliver those sort of passes. So you need the person with the technical ability to deliver the passes for Inaki to be able to even do what he has to do. So I'm just saying, say, for the team to grow. Now, we are rock bottom. The GFA has to take a medium to long term view of the team. It happens. 1960s, you know, your Black Star was very good. 63 year winner, 65 year winner, 68 win the final, 70 win the finals, 72 no much crown until 78. It's your call for man above. It's like that. 84 you call Buake and ye Bukum. 86 young qualify, 88 young qualify, 90 young qualify, 92 years young qualify. So we should begin to think, say, okay, we've hit a wall. Let us put the structures in place. What do I mean by structures? Build under 8, build under 12, maybe under 10, under 12, under 16, then under 18, and graduate them. And let's look for players all around the world. I've discussed this with the Football Association chairman, Ketz himself. Look, my trainer said you being pop up or UK because at that age, you know, now let's scout. There are a lot of Ghanaian parents all over the world who would love to have their sons enrolled to the Ghana under 8 team, Ghana under 10, Ghana under 12, Ghana under 16, and they will want to do that. And by the time I obedu 14 near who's a talent and who has a fena, we have to do that. So we build the base. Now building the base, let's say what is it that so-called DNA na ya no DNA Ghana football that is the technical ability, it will be crab ball, creativity, vision. Those are the qualities that we have. Then we can superimpose the power, the pace, the physique, so we can execute our skill in a better way. That's how we start from the base. We create, and as I said, on the 8 and the 10, and put the structures in place. Then from the satellites, so that the system will be the same. Exactly, and they will generate the quality. Yeah. Ben Kofi by Ghana na AG ba oni winning World Cup bi no enso ne yango bi and okache odesa program no by yes 5-year development plan no by 1999 and Argentina for share 3-0 by Ampaba ye qualify for World Cup no Essien Sule Muntari Jumpe, all of them came through. Yes, exactly. That is it. And they lasted from 2006 right up to 2014.
Yes.
In fact, Sule Podie last year, yes. This is what we need to go back to Brad Stars. The Senegalese have done it.
Yes.
Yes. And so we need to exactly. We need to be patient. Mali say under 17 and Oma says about one go. This time it is their time. It was and I'm saying the FA should be truthful to Ghanaians. Me and Nintro say your team no a couple of days who massa. The truth is that yes, we just don't have the
AFCON there was a Ghana for
yes, young country and we say we are beginning from rock bottom. Shift from in fact then no maybe imagine so now I understand why US will beat us 4-0. Because to be honest with you, what I was seeing there, I was very sad. Because me who Ghanaian team play a kuta ball now so slow you could see Bronisi was petrified. To me, says who pass it. He's afraid. It is unusual of Ghanaian players. Ghanaian player or
the technical team no head no creating. And that's all by your ball kruma your rain no. Feature na fa but we are ye ne ma de comoros de kwakoboze ayem hihye nkwa ya de aye draw na
ya yam de be hihye gom share 4-2. I watched the game, they were brilliant. They are a very good team. That's 4-2. They are a very good team. The thing is this, coach Matthias here is true. But you see, if you don't deal with the matter holistically, and you will change coaches 20,000.
Oh, okay.
Because your coaches are 6 coaches within the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
It's not changed. Now, but with your players now, virtually they are all the same. Nukwe woman say last year World Cup you qualifying. Nyame Ebwaye. You share Nigeria we no. Every day they introduce a lot of new players. Salisu, Lamte. Who are the Inaki Williams? A few players came in. Tiako World Cup, you could see the standard lifted. Because trust me, Sal Tima, Kobo, Komoro say, no, in February, now they call World Cup now. Portugal best 20. Trust me. We share a team noir. Some of those players are not available. And then I will say, the quality of the team, they know yet.
Oh, okay.
So when you a particular set of players, they can at least carry the team to a very high level. And now I say Salisu Woma, maybe some of the chances that the Madagascar with Lamte were around, he carries the ball well. He probably might not be your best defender, but his capacity to create attacking opportunities is very high. He has speed, he has skill, and he has power. On the bench, a few of the players who were absent, it affected the squad. My suggestion is that the FA should be truthful. Let's take our time. But you are talking about coaching.
Yes.
Coach Wayne, the reason why I think he might not be the right, I had a lot of confidence in him. He's not showing. Agrobeba if
no pay beda
and kwana beda be say yeah prepare no ye na dey o ya ben kwan so ko na wo ba hwe no wo go fa tomatoes bi apro no dey atum and we house that be akwa we po be aduane dey ko enye I am not happy about changing coaches too many times. But this man, I don't know. Maybe but maybe they're calling it. But if you look around, why never? That's part of my problem because you want to careful. So they be because players no good. Who can for coach saying you will struggle. The media. My suggestion is that let's take, as I say, a medium to long term view. Be patient. Say when the emperor be pianist one the Cup of Nations na Ireland let's say put together an interim bunch of people to look after the team. Na ya to yebonia pe coach one or two game nasi, two or two Ghana ye players no moment their psychological makeup nasi, and who be a kono believe is confirmation me the mwako. In fact, if I look around the world, the best person is Rene Heve, but he needs guy. He seems to love Ghana. He's passionate. He's been here. He understands our people, and he's done it everywhere. And he seems to be able to carry the sort of confidence. He will carry the whole nation along with him. If we have the money, let's look for him. Because for me, he's the best person who can handle it. In his absence, another person who can help us. I mean, because we're a coach, but Ralf Zumdik, one German person who came here. Then he coached the Black Stars. He seems to have an understanding of what the Ghanaian game is about. He can look through the German, technical outfit. No what obia, because you see, Ghana, your problem is discipline. How they be saying? We tend to Otoado, despite all his problems. You see, if you watch the team with him around, it was totally different.
Yes.
Some say we call breakfast. I want to be for phone. Oh no, he will seize it. If he tells you 7 o'clock he's closing the gate, you can't come. Even if you are, Andre, you can't come. That's it. You see, you need some discipline. Now, my Irish friend, normal will be a laissez-faire. I think.
Market center.
You see, so I just think that we need to look around for the right type of person, short to medium term. Now, on planning my DNA, we have a way we play. We can discuss it, go through it. Now, distill what is good and hand it over to him. Say, let's implement this to our plan. The amount of 5 years. Yama 7 years. Yenya would say, it doesn't matter. So that we can grow the team. For me, that's the real solution. But yeah, Magia and Inco Ebedri. Now, like
our qualification in the group now, Mali, Comoros, Madagascar, Central African Republic, Chad. Group near no, you want to also say Mexico, US, Canada. But Ghana for one is a World Cup near Kobe Bass. A World Cup we party. World Cup we party. I mean, for already team and Ra said in AC Kone other results near Bana. You want to also a bit media qualification.
You see, another many appear can 2006 I qualified. Yes, it wasn't that easy. We had a lot of problems. Mobeka Congo near the border, as I've said. We struggle here. Burkina Faso.
Yeah, we struggle to beat them.
Yes, Burkina Faso over here. In fact, boy, I know about him by Frimpong.
Yeah, I think we lost against Burkina Faso.
Yes, yeah, over there. They beat us 1-0. Yes,
and we beat them here 2-1.
Yeah, exactly. When this guy had the fracture. Exactly. So, in Shasena, very difficult. But we have second half, no? When those boys who were energetic and technical came in, we seem to have played well. One advantage in this game is Comoros, in their mind, Ghana, now football, I always tell people, is about 80% of your mental, the way you frame yourself. It is one more bad say, Ghana, now because to be honest with you, player for player, our players are far more experienced at the club level, better than Comoros players. Teamwork better. But if we go and we stay together and we have a plan, let's say we're going to counterattack, we are not going to open up for them, and we stay cool with these young boys who can carry the ball, Nyama, what's his name, Bukari, and then Ashimeru, who can, exactly. So that when we break, we'll be quicker. We must go there with the plan. If we go there with the plan, we can beat them, trust me. Because Inaki will speed. If you play the ball well, yes, and we bring in Semenyo at the right time, we can scrape through. They will be shocked. Because, Memubida, here in Congo, ever ball draw Tantanta Ukumasia. 3 days later, go on 5-1. Wow. Patricia 3 goals. So we've done it before. And that was because the Congolese first say, Ghana, that kind of stuff. So at this moment, we will have the psychological advantage because Madagascar Comoros almost 4-2, almost 3-2. Ghana, that's where the danger will come for them. If we scrape through that match, then we have a bit of time, as I said, to probably get a few of the players back, and then we can maybe a few players in addition and polish up. coach wa Matisse Debi Obo Alfred Duncan no Duncan problem. If you can solve it, fine. Because we need a few more experienced players to come and help this team. Duncan is good. There's Slop. There's Bernard Mensah. There are a few other experienced players around. Exactly. There are a few experienced players that we can bring along. What team now lift the quality of the team. Comoros, because for all you know, as I said, if we go there with a plan, for example, let's counterattack. You are not going to open up. Yes. Now we stay close, we stay focused, and we are attacking as and when the opportunity comes. Even if we are home, they will be surprised. If we go there with the plan, I think we can be able to script it.
Era fe Ghana football. Na zero also can even for Mundi no crema Ghana for. I come on the day I made the pa. Mundi no crema Ghana for. The boys are call up on the beat in Ghana for the match. I was hey na.
Wow, omoye overly pompous, sir. Because look, me see the greatest of all times in modern football. I think it is Lionel Messi.
Yes.
There was a time he told the people of Argentina, me mobile. But the FA, the president, the technical team, the entire people of Argentina, no, they wouldn't have won the World Cup without him. But they went back. So no, you can't turn your back on the nation like that. Yampene, what is your issue? These are my issues. Okay, let's sort it out. Look, only Nentia Bernard Mensah see on Bob Black Stars view. Urabeho. Yakob Bobo against Mali. Coach the name same way.
Bernard Mensah.
Me na me catch now. Yani Mali Bobo ya da form 1-0. Friendly match be omo try 3-0. Ojibo be treat ma Jordan. Jordan called Luzu Bono, which we saw severally yesterday. He was walking. And the Bernard said, "Come on, let's go. Fight for it. Go get it back." Jordan say Akwanatiano. I'm telling you, the way Sika Kono and the day you handle some man, Sabo no. He was by far our best player that day, Bernard Mensah. In Turkey, after that game, no see mo family blaster. Say pan amu yet minute dia membo, but see nobody has called the boy and said, is this the issue? Yeah, that's the issue. Obi catch a bonus blaster no be bob you my
Obi can.
Me na me catch now.
So be bob blaster sports.
Because
look,
it is so sad.
Before I leave, you see, these things is not the first time.
So go and fix it.
Your friends say, Coach, they wouldn't. Duncan, Casey, Menena can watch me. Be anything up. I think players are like women. You got to woo them. He's right. But at a certain point, you must have a certain desire to play for the nation. So let's all come together. Journalists, then resolve. But quickly before I go, Boys Brigade Ghana no. Gala. Semi-finals. As I said, we have 7 administrative regions. You launched Ghana 3 years ago, but the minister was around to launch it. It's under 12, under 16, under 18, under 20. Sorry. So we'll be coming here on the 1st of December. I hope your station can support us. Come and see these young under 12 boys play. Now, say, give us a year or two. No, you're under 12 team, they're under 16. You're between much more starlets.
Sompa sports.
I'm hoping that you give us the support when the time comes.
Everybody, I'm before BBR, so now.
Thank you.
You don't report about everybody. Yeah, that's a pass on nombre. And he a lawyer Moses form in your call. Go James and Membrana, Timamina, Memagana, 0551. 931 0551
no shout out
931 0548 931 0548 931 now aba coach na also wo
mama me me shout out na guy no boa me pa ono no wo Neurom Hotel no baby amedano
Neurom Hotel
yeah no baby amedano your friend Frank Ofori aka Shaquille O'Neal or see of you Bremen, New York.
Bremen, New York.
Yes, or you're a very good guy. Or you're very, very fantastic. Frank Ofori, Shaquille O'Neal, Mindado, or you're very, very tough. Or you the quality, the services there is one of the best. It's one of the best. And Michiani Papa.
Mati, Medal City, Mamma, na Fagana Fona, Yenin Comagra. Vado Diana baby Alfrefi. Karamawa go club. Yako.
That's the the kata me kata kotopati ta for me say yenya botre e ma ekini no ahwe baba ya.
Oh, mini efi so me fobu a me pa cho dia ne baby afrefi. Hello.
Christmas summer.
About your meet you.
I saw no play some the bob. Omu ko mu e my na. Adodo.
Mate, medasi. Odia ne baby afrefi.
But you no say Rahim, me first in Avongo.
About your meet you, bro.
But you no dey no na come ba ali di sedu. On say me feel no pa ba no the way on born no on ma inaki passes ni yiri. On man passes kwa so ko man passes ga me kam ni say na ke na ko ba di pa ba na me da say na ki me goal.
Mate, medasi pa no so di are baba biram 0554931931 05489319 abetimi aba now so aba be kan de enra Ghana game no odia ne baby afrefi
e ton ko chief
Baba draw me to you, Tachi.
Never said like master. Don't master.
Ebe why?
Thank you.
Mate, merasi